Lumi,
Hello.
Dev, hello. We're gonna go now live now. Just a little bit of backrooms
Yep.
dealings. Dev was stuck in the
Yep.
doggy door. I was pushing him
Are
through.
you here more often now, Lumi?
Oh, I
I
extended the
mean,
invitation that
what?
if she wants to stop by,
Oh,
she
Yeah,
cool.
can.
Cool.
Why not? She
yeah.
smells a bit weird, but
No, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
just, I'm just a little stinky, but it is what it is.
the more the
Are you are
merrier.
you co- are you co-streaming this and stealing Arch's viewers?
Hell, Arch's viewers are like, Lumi, please go on ArchCast more.
Besides, I only befriend
They
people who are much smaller than me.
they don't say that to me, believe it or not.
I mean, I have seen comments saying, "Hey, is this the new Dev? Hey, replace Dev." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I've known Arch for a solid like 2 weeks at this point."
Well, one thing we have to talk about right off the bat is due to my IRL situation, I will actually be off the Archcast for a little while.
Oh heck.
He's
Probably a
moving
month,
into
maybe.
a smaller communal apartment.
No, I'm not, 'cause I'm not a communist. Probably a month, probably longer. Still don't know. So, Arch, you need a new co-host. And to be fair, you had me for a year, you had V for a year, you had Kibbs for a year. It seems to be the thing.
I'm sure I can wrangle up some people for a month or so. There's always
And actually,
Lumi. She's too small to refuse.
oh, she has to say yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he has collared me, and I am now here.
It's in the
my
legal
God.
contract.
Aren't you married?
No, not married yet. One
Okay.
day, not yet.
Well, there you go, Dev. So long as it's not married, there's nothing immoral about it. Plus, I do think NTR is goddamn hilarious, so there we are.
In hell, my friend Tyler really likes Arch, and he's like, "Oh my god, he's my favorite posh man for 40K." And I'm like, "Okay, Tyler."
But so, what do we got today? First, I think... okay, right, let's start it off right to continue the conversation on porn, I guess. Nice and safe topic here on YouTube, after all. But this happened like a couple of weeks ago, but I only learned about it recently. The fact that they're allowing porn on Twitter again. And I'm interested in the topic, what other people think about it. Because personally, I view this and I was thinking, okay, porn, not very good for our society. It has done interesting things with us the last 20, 30 years. At the same time, it's also kind of the watermark for free speech because it is very easy to attack from the left and the right, which means that it is usually the first thing to get censored. So I'm like, I like this because it means we'll probably get better free speech, and at the same time, I'm also looking at it like, yeah, but porn though.
I mean, was it not allowed from the get? From the amount of porn bots that I see in like half the posts that I like to just browse through, it doesn't seem like it was ever not allowed.
Yeah, like, what do you mean X will now officially allow porn? Hasn't it been always there?
No, I think initially it was allowed, then it was taken away for a while, like as in it was made technically a bannable offense, but we all know how Twitter used to work with bannable offenses. If you were on the correct side of the fence, you were probably okay.
Yep.
And now it's allowed again to do like full scale porn, like assholes spread all over the front page if you so wish.
Ugh, man,
Damn.
it's like I understand why it would be good for business, especially with like monetizing that shit because of Twitter interactions and whatever. But
Heresy's the question.
that means they would
Fire
have
is
to
the
age
answer.
restrict the application and at that point require like heck, just to make money on Twitter now they're requiring you to submit your government ID and a selfie.
Really now?
So,
Really?
yeah. Yeah. Now to be monetized on Twitter or X or whatever, you have to submit your government ID.
Well, I mean, I can see the monetization argument, because Twitter is theoretically really good for monetization, in that you get a view just from somebody scrolling past your post for like, what is it, 3 seconds or something?
Damn.
And that's why you see the ridiculously high streaming numbers on Twitch, where you see people stream to like hundreds of thousands. How the hell? It's literally because they count a person who scrolled past it as like a viewer on it.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. Looks good, but it's ridiculous.
Yes. So for the OnlyFans thoughts, I imagine it would be an excellent platform. And hey, Elon wants increased exposure and people on it. There's also the hiding of the like button, which was presented as a thing they did to allow people to, like right-wing content, basically, without getting mass blocked. And you know what? I see it. There's even been posts on Reddit afterwards, like, how do we hunt down the Nazis now? Like, good old-fashioned way, I guess.
Citizenship.
But it definitely does have a certain porn use as well, as I think Elon got caught liking an OnlyFans post right before the announcement that likes would go private.
That is the main reason, obviously. Elon's likes. There was a bunch of porn in there, it turns out.
Yep.
And apparently, if you use Twitter mobile and stuff, if you just type in like the person's page / likes, you can still see their likes on mobile. They got rid of the button. They didn't get rid of the link.
Didn't get rid of the back end stuff yet.
It doesn't work on desktop. It only works on mobile.
Sounds like a bug, possibly, probably. But it's, I don't know. I'm sort of pleased by the presence of porn on Twitter because it means that it isn't being banned. It seems to step in the right direction free speech wise, but there is also definitely the argument to be had about whether or not it is actually good for us. Because even though it is a position that is easy to attack both from the left and the right, well, maybe there is actually a reason for that.
Yeah, but it's like they still
Harris
need
used the
to
question.
realize,
Fire
oh
is the
yeah,
answer.
minors are on here. The minimum age to sign up for a Twitter account is 13. So they're going to need to change those rules very quickly. Otherwise, they will be legally in trouble.
Well, we can fix that by banning anyone under the age of 16 from access to the internet.
Let's do it.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. I have yet to find anyone in opposition to this idea.
Keffels, for one.
Oh,
It would
well.
destroy.
Shit.
It would destroy the Catboy Ranch.
Catboy
Wow.
still has her Discord. She'll probably post links saying join the Catboy Ranch before you're banned, everybody, quick!
Actually, oh man, okay, I just realized this. Lumi, that like, what is it? Is it an emoji or like an animated GIF that's beside your name? They can't see it on the stream, but we can see it in Discord. That's like a trace of like a Keffels wiggler, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen those on so many different VTubers and stuff. Like every single VTuber that I know has one.
Yeah, Keffels popularized it like 5 years ago.
Ew, gross. Now I gotta change it. And now I gotta tell my VTuber wife that she needs to get rid of it. Be like, honey, no. You gotta change it quick. There we go.
Good on you,
Hey,
Dev.
hey,
You
listen,
ruined another
listen.
thing for someone.
Listen. I'm not someone who demands virtue signaling. All right, you can be a Keffels supporter as much as you like. I accept you.
Ew. Again, I don't hate myself enough to be a couple supporter, be an OnlyFans whore, or to fucking, what was the third thing that I don't hate myself enough for? Play Dark Souls 2.
All right, so the porn topic then out of the way, we can get into the big one today, which is Grumps has apparently received some more leaked information about a 3-year plan to make gaming gayer.
Yes. How gay will it get?
I don't know.
Listen, can they at least be hot gays? Like cute lesbians
I
or
doubt
something?
it. I very much so doubt it. Looking at some of the pictures they've got up here, I don't think there's going to be many hot gays, I'm afraid.
Oh. Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it?
I'm just amazed that they think gaming could be gayer. Like, how much worse could it get?
Yeah. You know how many more how much more LGBTQIA plus representation do you want? You know, every game has it now.
Heresy's
I
the
mean,
question.
shit.
Like what?
Fire is the answer.
This was recently announced in Dragon Age Veilguard, which looks like hot garbage, by the way. I fucking hate it. Every character is now pansexual, so we've come to the point where every character is gay now, so long as you need them to be.
Guarantees
Like,
citizenship.
100% gay representation.
So I know everyone made a story out of that. I actually don't care about it, frankly, because there's been a lot of games over the years where your player can just romance every single person, regardless of your sex or their sex. And it's like, okay, fine. Like that's been a thing in previous games going back 10, 20 years, back in the 90s even. So the fact that they're doing it here doesn't really matter. The issue, of
Service
course,
guarantees
is that they made a
citizenship.
headline about it, and then the person who's at the head of I think it's the writing of the game. They call themselves what, a queer mancer?
Agreements.
Have you heard about that? She, I don't know if it's a she. They call themselves a queer mancer.
Okay, what is their superpower?
They wave the magic wand and make you queer, I guess.
I mean, that's not a bad superpower. That would discourage some crime.
Hold on.
It's like, I'm gonna send you to jail. Ha, bitch, I've been there already. As a homosexual, no!
Here it is. Okay. Yeah, Dragon Age. I'll post it in the chat so you can pull it up if you like, Arch. Dragon Age, the Veilguard game director, who describes himself as a queerosexual gendermancer, claims the game is inherently queer.
Good. Because, okay, here's the thing. I agree with you, actually. In an RPG, the player character is God. Like, it is your adventure, you're the main character. If you want to bang this character, go ahead. You should be allowed to do that. Now, I think it's fine to have romance quests that are harder. Like, let's say you're playing a dude and you really want to bang that other dude. It should be difficult because you're like, dude, I'm seriously straight. Like, no, dude, seriously. And so on. As long as you keep going and you get all the right options, you should still be able to do it. I'm fine with that.
Listen, straight guys, as long as you come across the hottest other guy, like a pure 12 out of 10, then maybe you actually will go by. That's how it is.
Like the world's hottest guy is just leaning into you and licking your earlobes like, Eventually.
Okay, gross.
Wait, ew, gross. Are you into girls then, Lumi? Like, what the fuck?
I'm bisexual. Of course I'm into girls. Women are
Hey.
just innately bisexual. I have never met a single straight woman who's looked at another woman and is like, ew, gross. Unless they're ugly as shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I've met a few women who are like exclusively straight. Not counting old people, obviously, for obvious reasons, but like exclusively straight women, like my age or younger, and they're few and far between, and they also seem, I don't know, they seem kind of strange. I think you're right that like bisexuality probably is normal.
For women, yes, it is extremely normal because what's the word? I objectify men and women equally, but women are just innately hotter, so I objectify them more.
This
probably
is
true, yeah.
unironically true. Like, most men can be divided into average, which is 85% of the population, and handsome, which is the remaining
Heresy's
percentage.
the question. Fire is the answer.
Whereas women, the scaling is severe, it's significantly wider. Guys, we gotta start wearing makeup again. We invented this shit. We invented makeup, we invented high heels and wigs, etc., and the women stole it from us. Reclaim. Return.
By the way, this is now an LGBTQIA plus podcast.
Unironically, yes.
We have two LGBTQIA plus individuals on the stream and only one straight individual. So
I mean, I only recognize the LGB, sometimes the tolerable tease. The rest are just stupid.
No, don't worry. I'm pretty much in the same boat. Yeah.
But again, like, I don't actually mind the whole romance thing. That's fine to me. Again, player characters should be allowed to bang whoever he so chooses. I don't care. You could make the argument that there are certain characters whose storylines are better if you make them like one sexual attraction or the other. But even then, it's like it's a minutiae thing. What bothers me is when the guy himself, uses the word pansexual. Because now you're not simply saying, oh yeah, you can romance whoever you want. You're using the word. You're bringing up the Book of Satan. You're presenting yourself as the intersectionality professor. And then I start thinking, okay, why did you use that word? Could it be because you deliberately made every single character in your video game absolutely unironically hideous? Could there be a connection between the two? Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. It's the situation is like pansexual means attracted to person regardless of gender. So whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter, right? And so you can use it in like a grammatically correct way. But we also know that the kind of person who would use pansexual instead of bisexual, which is just the colloquial term, that kind of person probably has an agenda buried underneath somewhere.
Yeah, like, again, using the term isn't even relevant. It's a video game. These aren't real characters. They don't have fucking sexualities. They're pixels. I get to violate them, whether you wish for me or not. Simple as. And if you don't allow me, the mods will do it. Judy's straight romance mod. But the point goes, we've already gained gaming to the point where people are rising up against it. Unironically, it's become like, wasn't there studies saying now that the new generations of people are more hostile towards trans and gay people than even like the 50s and the 60s generations? It's because of this. Like, you've pushed it into every aspect of every part of their lives, to the point that now people are just getting honestly sick of it. Like they get sick of anything that is forced upon them 24/7.
Yep. And actually, we can probably trace this back a bit. So, Lumi, I guess you don't have to say the exact number, I guess, but like roughly how old are you, if you don't mind?
I am 27. I am a baby.
Okay. So, did you play Mass Effect 1 back in the day? Were you online in like 2007?
I did not play Mass Effect because my parents wouldn't let me play Mass Effect.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're probably a bit. You missed that one by a little bit. You would have been probably in near like under 10, basically. I think when that came out. So, being older, I think Arch and I were both in our 30s. Arch, I know you remember the controversy surrounding Mass Effect 1.
I certainly wasn't in my 30s when Mass Effect came out. No, Jesus.
No. We're in our 30s now, is what I mean.
Yeah, no, the Mass Effect controversy, they're the Fox News. Like, this video game has sex in it. Oh.
So this is an article that I just posted in the link channel from 2008. From Archive Stephen Totillo. Stephen Totillo is a piece of shit. But at least, 16 years ago, he actually did some real reporting. So, this is just an article talking about what happened back in the day, where basically it was Jeff Keighley, before he became known as the Video Game Awards guy.
Heresy's the question.
A young,
Fire is
fresh-faced
the
Jeff
answer.
Keighley went on Fox News as a talking head to defend Mass Effect because people, let's say like religious right-wing people, were objecting
Heresy's
to
the
Mass
question.
Effect's
Fire is the answer.
blue alien lesbian sex scene.
Features full digital character nudity.
Yeah, you have the image up right there, Arch. Yeah, it's
Yep.
it's very small because it was from way
Service
back in the day,
guarantees
but
citizenship.
they had like there's the Fox News anchor who's obviously going to be right leaning. They have a Christian conservative woman who's very right leaning, and then they have Jeff Keighley walking into the lion's den to say, "Listen, guys, the game's rated M. Yeah, there's you can play as a female shepherd who has sex with a blue alien lady." And so it is lesbian, but like in the context of the story, they're like a genderless species. They only have one gender. And he got pretty much destroyed on air, but because early internet, 2007, 2008, gamers kind of came out to defend him in droves back then, and everyone knew what this was because this was falling in a long tradition of religious right-wing people going after video games. And before that, it was D&D, and it was like rock and roll music. You know, you can go back pretty far to see the kind of things they would censor. We all knew what this was back in the day. You know, I think I would have been a teenager when this happened, but like we all got it. You know, we all understand. It came out a couple of years ago after I think a bunch of stuff was leaked or an interview happened with someone who used to work at BioWare. And here's the article for this, Arch. It came out a couple of years ago that because of the Fox News backlash, because there were still a lot of older right-wing people who were like, my kid's not playing that game. You're not going to see any blue lesbians. It's not for you. Because of that backlash, and because the right wing had a lot more cultural power back then, Jack, who you can very clearly see as like the bald kind of punk lady, who clearly should have been bisexual or a lesbian, just based on how they look. Like, yeah, they were made straight. They were
stereotyping, are we, Dev?
Oh no, I'll happily stereotype it. But like, this is they originally intended this character to be romanceable by both male and female shepherds, but they took the female option out. It's still on the game disc, by the way. It's also on the game for Mass Effect 3 as well, if you want to continue the relationship. But it's dummied out content, and it came out, you know, years and years later that basically the company was fearful of more Fox News backlash. So I think what you're seeing now, with people being very open about how gay the games are, is they really don't want to go back to an era where they were actually censored quite a bit. And that's a fair thing to fear, because we shouldn't go back to that era. But now we've swung too far in the other direction. You know what I mean? Because now it is in your face, fucking everywhere, and it's every headline article, and everyone's making a statement about it, and you're called a bigot if you disagree. And it's if you want to go to the most fringe places in the internet, you will be harassed by the people there if you didn't purposefully do the proper canon LGBTQ romance in your playthrough of whatever RPG they're centered around. Like, people have become ridiculous about this stuff, and it seems to basically just be an overcorrection in defense of having what would have otherwise been normal gay people in video games. Does this all make sense?
To a degree. Like, they have become Fox News, is what you are in essence saying.
Yes.
I do also think, however, that there is an additional malicious element to the left wing, which is the broader political consideration here. The entire baseline of progressivism is to progress, which is why, even though video games are gayer than ever, you still have the 3-year plan to make gaming gayer. At the very least, the Christian conservatives had, like, an end point where their cultural hegemony sort of just stopped and stayed stagnant for, like, 50, 60 years. The left wing does not,
Heresy's the question.
at the moment,
Fire is
appear
the
to have
answer.
that same halting ground, beyond being forcibly stopped.
I mean, if they made every single character and every single cultural property that comes out for 5 years be gay, they would have to stop, because they're like, what else do you do? Like, there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? Like, there is like an unrealistic aim they're basically going for. So they won't stop, because they'll never reach the aim, basically.
The next step is to not make them gay. The next step is to make them, well, certain other sexualities that YouTube are not very fond of.
I mean, the next thing above gay is furry. They're gonna make
Service
them
guarantees
furries, and then it's
citizenship.
gonna go even further than that.
Yes. Correct. They are going to keep pushing the fetish line, and eventually we'll end up on really distasteful territory.
Possible, yeah.
Heresy's the
Possible.
question. Fire is
Lumi,
the
did you know about all
answer.
this stuff? All this deep lore about Mass Effect? Or is this all news to you?
It is all news to me. I know some friends of mine are like, "Oh my god, Mass Effect," and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Well, it is a good series of games, to be honest.
Heresy's the question. Fire is
People
the
truly
answer.
cared about them for a reason. Like,
Yeah, my boyfriend really loves Mass Effect. So I'm sure I'll have him yap at me about it later. It's like he loves Mass Effect. He's excited for what was it? Fable. Fable. He really loves Fable too.
Yeah, Fable's also like a 2000s era RPG series is making a comeback.
Yeah.
And also, they did make the Fable chick a little bit cuter. Did you notice that?
I did.
I did. She went from frumpy to not as frumpy.
Yeah.
Like I think the nose and maybe the jawline, they soften it a bit. She's clearly cuter. She's still fallen quite far down the ugly tree, hitting a fair few branches on the way down, but it's not as objectionable.
You know what? Okay, here. Well, give me a second.
Service guarantee.
I'm going to give you this picture here, Arch. Okay. So, let's say you were this model who's going to be this character in a video game. And you know, this applies to Fable, this applies to the model that did like Mary Jane and Spider-Man or whoever, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're like, "Oh, great. I'm going to be the face of the new Fable game. That's awesome." And then they scan your face, and you can see like it's clearly the same person, but something's wrong here, you know?
It looked like they beat her with a stick and left her out in the sun. What the hell?
Yeah, because like she's an attractive woman, you know, and
Extremely.
and none of the beauty transferred over. Like what happened during your scanning process?
What
Heresy's
happened?
the question. Fire is the answer.
Of course, facial expression has a lot to do with it, lighting, etc., position of the face, but like her nose is clearly broader. Her chin is flatter.
Heresy's the question. Fire
Like
is the answer.
her eye well thingies. There's like more shadows there. That could also be lighting. They've done a ton of. God, you know you'll know this one, Dev. Miranda from Mass Effect.
Yes.
And her original model was them trying fairly hard to make her look accurate, and she always looked wrong. Like there was something weirdly inhuman about her facial features. Like they looked plasticky almost. Like,
you know what? I've grabbed it because we should actually look at it. I think the issue back then is that the game was made in like 2010, so they couldn't accurately transfer the face over, right? Like they did a good job for the time.
Yeah,
but it
they
didn't
tried.
quite work. Yeah.
They tried, but they didn't quite have the technology to do it like properly. Whereas now, yeah, that's a decent comparison picture. Cow-eyed woman from Star Wars. God, what is her name?
Oh, from Outlaws?
Heresy's the question.
No, from like
Fire is the
every
answer.
Star Wars property now. She was in. She played Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad.
Oh yes, fucking. Yeah. She's been in every fucking game.
Yes,
What
and
was her name?
have you
Here's
noticed
the
that in
question.
every game she's in,
Fire is
she
the
looks
answer.
like herself?
Yes.
Yeah, this
And I mean,
chick.
you know, like no offense to her, but she's like an older woman who's not like in her prime and super hot anymore, right? But she looks accurate. The face scan looks completely accurate to the actual actress as she looks today.
Yes, and she's not very attractive. She has the giant bulgy eyes. She's clearly an older woman. She has rough facial features, etc. And they always present her in the least charitable way. Like no makeup, no touch-up, whatever. Because if you see her when she's fully dolled up, she's actually quite attractive. But yet she, in every game that she's been in, has looked like herself. They have never tried to change her or have her voice act a character or anything like that. She always looks like this.
Yes, I mean they can clearly do accurate face scans if they can do her. Like, is there a comparison? I wonder with the actual actress. So I'm gonna find one. Give me a
Viola
second.
Davis is her name.
Okay. Hold on. No, it's not. No, it's
I don't
Deborah
know.
Wilson.
Uh,
No, wait, no, it's, oh my God, is it? Nope, Deborah Wilson. Yeah.
Deborah Wilson, yeah, you're right. I don't know why this one said Viola Davis. Yes, like you can see it's her. You can clearly see that is the same woman. So they've got the technology to do this, no question about it, and yet they never do it for the attractive characters. Like I suppose
go.
we're well beyond wondering why at this point.
And to be fair, like when she was
Service
younger,
guarantees
she was an
citizenship.
attractive woman. So it's not like if they wanted to cast her in a younger role, they could probably age her down. Like, but what I mean is, I'm not trying to insult her by saying that she's no longer attractive. It's just the nature of the game. You get old. That's how it is. Happens to guys. Happens to girls. Happens to all of us. But let me just find this here real quick. Yeah. So another great example. This is the Spider-Man 2 comparison. Like,
oh God, yes.
beautiful model. What did they do to the character when they ported her over to the game? When they did the face scan? Like, what is this?
And again, I want to point out too, the picture has makeup, has lighting, has like direction, etc., all of that. But it's a video game. They can literally make her as attractive as they goddamn well fucking want. There's no limitation there. Ah, it's so stupid.
Yeah. I'll give you the worst one. I think this is the worst one so far. Okay? This one's fucking brutal. This is the Star Wars Outlaws model.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She looks like a drug addict.
Like, absolutely beautiful chick. Like, how do you fuck this up?
Well, what I love too is like, okay, you can see on her picture that she's clearly got like a slight cleft in her chin, right? And so on the in-game model, they just fucking smash that shit with a crowbar, like deeper. Make it pronounced.
It's like we clearly have the technology to,
Heresy's the question. Fire
transfer
is the
the
answer.
looks into the games. They're just refusing to.
Yeah, they're just choosing not to.
They'll make the men look exactly alike. It's like, oh man, which one's the real one? And then the women are like, here you go.
Oh, God.
I hate it.
I wish I'd saved this, because I saw a particularly retarded post on Twitter the other day, where they were trying to make fun of the whole thing going around there. You know, people are criticizing women with man jaws, and they've got a picture of, like, Batman from the animated series. And it's like, do you think this is unattractive? It's like, no. It's like, so you're saying strong jawlines are good then? Like, owned, Chud. And I was like, no. Male characters looking masculine is good. Female characters looking masculine, not good. They should look feminine.
Yeah, I grabbed the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order protagonist.
Oh yeah,
He
like he's
does
the same fucking guy.
Yeah. He looks exactly like his actor. And yeah.
So again, I guess this leads us back again to the question, what exactly is the 3-step plan to make gaming gayer? Well, let's see about it. So,
I mean, you can no longer heterosexually enjoy any female in video games, so.
well, that begins.
Unless you're playing Stellar Blade.
DEI are woven into the fabric of all our efforts, serving as the cornerstone of our planning process. There you go. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that is the you cannot have attractive characters point. Right there. Because attractive characters are exclusionary.
This is from Activision Blizzard, eh?
Yep. Present a 3-year roadmap, 2024-2026, the inclusion strategy map.
So here's the thing. Like, Activision Blizzard is kind of falling apart.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Call of Duty is doing well. It's doing well. But everything else, man. Like, no one gives a fuck about Overwatch. No one gives a fuck about Warcraft or StarCraft or any of the other properties that are on the Blizzard side, right? What else does Activision do? They've basically turned Call of Duty into Fortnite in an attempt to keep it relevant, which has worked. It's gained them money, sure, but it's like I don't know anyone aside
Service
from kids
guarantees
who would play it.
citizenship.
But maybe that's their audience now. You know, maybe that's where they're gonna make their money. But here's the thing: if your audience is teenage boys, I don't think they're going to react positively to the inclusion
Service
strategy
guarantees
map as it filters
citizenship.
into their games. You know what I mean?
Yep. Especially also, as they also say, every element of the game development cycle and pipeline touches DEI in some way.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
That is the death of a company. Like, when diversity, equity, and inclusion needs to be on every level. Except, I bet you, the janitorial staff. They can... they can be whatever they were. But, like, everything else, like, oh, hey, you're a programmer. That's a well-paid job. Yeah. What skin color are you? It's like, Native American. Oh, okay, you can stay.
No, actually, the janitorial staff will always just remain Mexicans.
Yep, that's fine. AI voice chat moderation to enforce DEI compliance with players. Oh boy, I tell you, AI voice chat moderation.
Oh my god, AI. Oh, so like they're gonna hear you yell the N-word.
Yep.
On your mic, and then just be like, well, now you're banned.
Oh, they already do that, of course. But like, this'll be more doctrinally, won't it? It'll be like, okay, we have a constantly updating roster of DEI terms. Like, it's going to be the ADL's list of, like, white power words, basically, ever expanding.
Your Connect has actually caught you doing an OK hand symbol in your house.
Yep.
We've banned you from Xbox Live.
Sorry for that. We regret to inform you, sir, that the camera that's always on in your living room has detected white power symbols. You have been banned.
I mean, didn't you guys hear about, what was it? Someone's Amazon Alexa locking them out of their home because they detected someone saying, I forgot what, but Jesus fucking Christ.
It was a slur, I think. Yeah, which is just it's so ridiculous.
There was also an Amazon delivery driver came up to a house and knocked on the door, and they heard a racial slur from inside the house. And so they called their company and had them disable their smart home.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god. Like, it's one of those things where very clearly... Okay, let's say that you call up Amazon customer service and you shriek racial slurs over the phone at the customer service rep. And in response, Amazon says, you know what? We're just going to disable your account. You can't shop with us anymore. Fuck you. Okay, fine. But we're talking about someone's house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they locked him out. Like, because he couldn't get back into his house. Like, he had to actually, like, go through their customer service for a week to prove that nobody was home at the time that the slur was supposedly spoken.
Yeah, like if we're at the point now where, you know, smart home devices that you buy from companies that have terms of services that can lock you out of your house, things have gone way too fucking far. Like there has to be some sort of legislation that steps in and says, no, okay, listen, for this domain of things, stuff that happens like in the privacy of your own home, you cannot just TOS people out of them because this is privacy now. This is a privacy issue.
Yes. Well, what we really need is an extension of what we consider to be utilities, frankly. Because you know how they can't ban you, the phone companies can't ban you, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's a utility. The water company can't go like, nah, you're a racist. We're not going to give you water anymore. Like stuff like that. We need an extension of what is considered utilities. Like something... genuinely, something like Amazon delivery, something that is available to anyone, for any reason, anywhere, should probably be considered something like an auxiliary or utility, where the government has no control over it, but you're not legally allowed to ban somebody from using it. Like the internet. Like, nobody should be allowed to ban someone from the internet.
Yep. So, at the risk of using communist speech, there is something to be said. There is something to be said for equality of access to some things.
Even a broken dev is right twice a day. But yeah, no, unironically, there does need to be an argument made over utilities today, because there are things that are so commonplace and so interwoven within our modern society that yeah, no, you kind of do need to have access to them.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd put banks in there, frankly.
Oh yeah, unquestionably.
The only reason you should be debanked is because you're like funding a terrorist organization. That should be it. Like it doesn't matter if you're funding if you're somebody who's going to vote a different way or if you hold a different political view. Like unless your money is going to actually hurt people, you should not be debanked for like trivial reasons. You know.
Yeah. And hell, just thinking about the whole smart home thing, haven't we learned anything from Disney Channel's classic movie Smart Home? It is not a good idea.
I didn't see that. What was it about?
A literal smart home that the AI decided to go a little bit silly, and yeah, it's starting to reflect on modern day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not smart home, smart house. It's a good movie. I suggest you watch it.
All right, will do. I mean, here's the thing. The unofficial answer to all of this is jailbreaking every one of your devices, right? Like you should. You know, I've jailbroken all my consoles. I've jailbroken my phone. If I had like smart devices in my house, I'd jailbreak them. You know, like jailbreak your stuff. Not everyone does that. Some people just want to like plug and play. You know, they don't want to deal with it. I tinker with things. I enjoy doing it, so no problem for me. But for people who don't have the time or the energy or the inclination,
Fire is the answer.
things need to be made better somehow.
Allow me to present you with the solution to this quandary: governmental enforced jailbreaking.
It's not just right to repair; it's
citizenship.
obligation to repair.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But no, unironically, that should be a thing. Like, there should actually be a rule saying that the companies should not have backdoors into their
Heresy's the
thing.
question.
They should not be
Fire is
able
the
to
answer.
tell you can't repair them, can't mess with them, etc. Once it's in your house, once you have purchased it, you have the thing. You get to do with it whatever the hell you do. But yes, the Inclusive Game Design Council, staffed with external experts, you can guess, and academia to empower teams to be inclusive. So all of this will be overseen by the commissariat, of course. Good. Embed exposure to DEI programming from day one for all new employees. I love this one. So the moment you come in the door at Activision Blizzard, like back in the day, I've talked to people who worked there. They had this really laid-back, really chill work environment because they were a hugely successful fucking company. Like, they could afford it. And they would have various events and stuff, like funny events across the company. Now, you'll arrive there, first day, dude in a storm coat just shows up like, "Hello, I am your assigned political officer. It's time for you to go to gay camp." Like Clockwork Orange, your ass.
Yep.
Oh.
You learn how to be gay.
It's like, this reminds me of the like yearly compliance training that we have to do at my work. And it's like
yearly compliance. I love that term. Yearly
Yeah.
compliance training.
It's like, take note. I work at a warehouse. It is 99% dudes, and then me and two other chicks that work there. And everybody is like, you know, it's extremely diverse there. I'm like one of the only a little bit of white people there.
Service guarantees
Granted, I'm half, but
citizenship.
whatever. And it was like they updated it from, I think, the 1990s version that they had. I now miss it because now it's like, okay, what would you do in this situation if you're the manager is like this? And I'm like, what? What do you mean the manager?
How many of them are there?
I mean, this is just for the video training, and there's no them managers where I work. And as soon as I did my training, and I had to pass because otherwise I'd get in trouble. The first thing my manager asked was, "Hey, what answer did
guarantees
you choose
citizenship.
for that insert F word slur here? Did he tell him to go find God?" And I'm like, "No, I can't do that legally."
And what did your manager say?
He was like, if I was able to legally say that, I'd tell him to go fuck off. I love my managers. Everyone is very, very nice to work with. Literally one of my favorite places I have ever worked. because everywhere else is fucking terrible.
The thing is, most people don't agree with this. Like, you know this because you have a yearly mandatory you get in trouble if you don't pass a test. Like, that's retarded. That shows a degree of oppression when you need to, take people aside once a year and go like, are you applying? Are you complying with our doctrine, sir?
Oh no, it's all fucking dumb. I'm sure, hopefully one day we'll just go back to the cheesy 1990s sexual misconduct videos instead of this fucking shit. I miss the cheesy music and I miss the really bad acting. Now it's just they, them, rainbow flag, don't be mean to the gays type thing, and it's like, please. No more.
You know what? I haven't been in a professional job outside of YouTube, in like, it's got to be over a decade now at this point. So I never got to actually experience the era of DEI training at work because the jobs that I held before YouTube were all like menial blue collar jobs, right? Like minimum wage jobs, and they didn't give a shit. They didn't give a fuck at all. It was like basic safety training, and then you're working because they don't have time for that shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm almost like, man, it'd be so fun to shit up one of those things.
Well,
Next time.
it would be less fun if you were reliant upon the paycheck.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'd still be kind of a shit stirrer, I think.
When I have to do my next compliance training, I will take pictures of the stupid fucking questions that they ask us, and I'll send them to you guys.
Absolutely.
Because it's stupid.
A friend. This was 5 years ago. A friend's, I think, fiance or girlfriend or something, worked for Starbucks. And I don't know if you recall, but in like 2018, there was a big kerfuffle because like some Starbucks stuff happened related to BLM back then, and it was. You remember this, Arch? 2018.
I'm not sure. Oh, was this the Let's Race Together thing?
I don't recall. Let me see if I can find it.
Because that's like the best part of
Here it
Starbucks,
is.
I remember.
Here it is. In 2018, Starbucks temporarily closed down 8,000 restaurants and ordered all of its 175,000 employees to learn and train about racism after a white Starbucks employee called the police on 2 black customers.
I remember this.
Right, yeah, it's an old story, but it checks out. So the 2 black customers, they went into Starbucks to have a meeting. They're like black businessmen, right? So they were in suits. They go into Starbucks to have a meeting. They didn't buy anything, and the white Starbucks employee went over and was like, "Hey, listen, you can stay here, but you have to like buy a coffee or something." And they didn't want to. And it's like, listen, like guys, just buy a coffee. Like, it's not cheap, but like it's Starbucks, it sucks. But like still, like just buy a fucking coffee. If you want to sit here and have your lunch meeting, your business meeting, fine. Happens all the time. Just buy some food or buy a drink. They don't want to do it. And so the white guy said, "Listen, you got to go." Then they cried racism. Cops got involved, and basically the 2 black customers who weren't customers, they won. They won this. This was like an early BLM victory from the pre-George Floyd era of BLM. And so I had a friend whose girlfriend or something was working at Starbucks, and so they managed to send to me all of the training material. And I did like an hour-long breakdown of how fucking ridiculous this was. My channel was like really, really small back then. It was 2018. I would have been something like less than 10,000 subs or something. So I was like, I put together this video, and it was one of the first like big blowouts that I actually managed to have when doing politics YouTube. It was pretty fun. But damn, man, how far we've come. Now it's not about black stuff; it's about trans stuff. But it's the same playbook.
Yep.
Oh my God! I forgot about this fucking picture. Okay, you guys will remember this, Arch. Here. Let's go back into the past a bit. This shit right here. You had like activists marching in and shouting. Yeah, this
Yes.
Do you remember this now?
I remember this.
Yeah. So like this picture kind of became emblematic of the whole event 6 years ago because you had these BLM activists marching in and protesting in the store, and Starbucks corporate just said, "Let them come in and do it. Don't call the cops. Don't eject them. Let them do it." So you have this guy like with a 1,000-yard stare just standing there. As he gets shouted at about how racist he is.
With a megaphone. I love it because he's just some fucking average white dude. His name is Zach, for fuck's sake, and he's just like, yeah, this is my life now.
Yep.
He's just here to pay off his student loan debt.
It's a great picture. Like, the whole Race Together campaign too, though. I want to talk about that because that was so fucking retarded. Because somebody in Starbucks, some corporate suit, and this was in the era where there wasn't enough DEI professionals to go around yet, figured that, because it came with they would write "Let's race together" on the cups, right? And this would come along with an invitation to the customer to talk about race. So there you are at Starbucks, like, okay, can I have my cocoa mocha latte, please? And like, hey, here. Also, let's talk about black people and the crime stats. Like, no. A lot of people did that. They would go into the stores and just bring up something stupid like that. It was retarded.
Oh man, this is 2015. Gee, this is old. Yeah.
It was a huge disaster. Like, the left hated it, the right memed on it. It burned, crash and burned to a hilarious degree.
Oh my god, a comment from way back in the day. Starbucks can't get my name right on the coffee cup and they want to tackle this.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's like, this is funny because, all right, I live in the Midwest, and that's, primarily more right-leaning states, or I don't really give a shit type of states. I was unaware of, like, most of this shit unless I was online because it wasn't in the news because no one gave a shit. There was literally nothing that really happened in terms of, like, race stuff until the George Floyd shit. And then people decided to come to my city and then start burning everything in the poorest areas of the city where most of the black people lived. And it's like, you're burning the wrong part of the city, my guy. Oh, man.
There was that basketball star. That made a tweet like, "Yeah, burn it down," and they came to his community and was like, "Hold on, somebody called the cops. They're outside the gates."
That's right. Oh my god, that was during the 2020 riots.
Yes.
Yeah, it's burn it down until they're at your front door.
Yep. Somebody needs to come arrest these hoodlums. Like, oh, really now? I see they found your address. And speaking of that,
I found it. Yeah, Chris Martin, NBA. Chris Martin Palmer. Here, check. I found it.
You found it? Oh, brilliant.
Oh, perfect.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
Heresy's the question.
That's the one.
Fire is the answer.
They just attacked our sister community down the streets. It's a gated community and they tried to climb the gates. They had to beat them back. Then destroyed a Starbucks. And now in front of my buildings, get these animals.
What was it only like 12 hours after that first post too?
Oh yeah, it was like within a day or so. It's such a beautiful tweet.
Yep.
It's like burn it all down to get to these animals.
Yeah. Go back to where you live. So like they want you to riot. They want you to riot in your neighborhood, not in theirs.
Oh yeah, burn somebody else's shit.
And man, like I recall seeing reports from people who might even be like kind of left leaning, but living in these poor neighborhoods, and they're like, "We're fucked. You burn down every grocery store. You burn down every restaurant. You burn down the Dollar Tree. I can't like buy anything anymore. Like, what am I supposed to do now? It's all fucking gone." And these are like people who might even somewhat agree with the moral underpinning of the riots, but they're like, "You've destroyed everything, and now we can't even fucking live here anymore." And they're like, they're just poor and fucked. You know what I mean?
Like another wonderful little pair here. So this was during the defund the police things, all right? Where you have defund the police encounters resistance as violent crime spikes. Like, no shit. No fucking shit.
To attach onto this, I forgot if you talked about this or it was someone else, but now when people call 911 and it's not like someone being killed or something, they're gonna send, what is it?
The
What are they
unarmed
called?
social workers.
Yes, the unarmed social workers to go answer before they need to bring cops in. It's like, okay, there's gonna be a lot of dead social workers.
Oh my god, did they actually follow the Voshian position on this?
They are.
They did.
That's fucking so stupid. Oh my
Because
god.
most of the places that defund the police very quickly turned around. Like, there's the second article here is brilliant. Vox. Fucking Vox. Murders are spiking. Police should be part of the solution. There's solid evidence for the crime-fighting abilities of the police.
We could have fucking told you that without the experiment, you know?
But it's so beautiful though. It's like, yeah, they defund the police, and unironically, a few months later, they're sitting there, shocked Pikachu face, like, why is crime increasing? Could the police be part of the solution?
This is the same kind of thing, right? Like where you'll get, let's say, like center-left people who might otherwise vote Democrat, and they kind of like, but they're like living in ghettos and they're kind of poor, and these guys are saying like, what the fuck do you mean defund the police?
The question.
Like,
Fire is
the
the
reason that
answer.
my shit doesn't get constantly stolen by gangs is because of the police. And meanwhile, it's like the very radical far left people who are, you know, like middle class and living in nicer neighborhoods where there's really not much crime. They're like, defund the police, don't be racist. But meanwhile, the people who actually have to live in these places, they're like, no, more police, actually. Send them in.
And this then also leads to probably the best statement out of the diversity report. Building safe spaces inside the company for every group under the sun. Activision, it's done, guys. It's over. All wars, all famines, all problems have been solved. Activision Blizzard will build a safe space for every group under the sun.
I mean, does that mean women's breast milk is safe finally?
Well, let's not go that far. We need some locks on the fucking doors there.
What about Nazis? Are they going to be included in the inclusion?
Well, every group under the sun, Dev, will put them right next to the Ashkenazi Jews, I guess.
Every group under the sun. Wait, is that the actual phrase they use? Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Building safe spaces inside the company for every group under the sun. Well, yeah, then you have to make like a safe space for white men.
Yeah.
And you have to make a safe space for Nazis or for like monarchists or for like pick anything that you don't like, you know? You must make a safe space for them now.
You've got the Grand Wizard of the KKK over there. You can't go bother him, though. He's in his safe space.
Like, if you have, like, a few KKK members in Activision Blizzard, they can kind of, like, form their own little group, you know, the KKK representation. They can have, like, a little lounge in there where they have, like, KKK posters up because they have to be included, you know? That has to be the KKK safe space.
I would love to see a cubicle at Activision Blizzard. There's just a huge southern flag hanging on one side. Little cross that's always on fire off in the corner. He just turns around and looks at you with his hood and hat on, like, hello.
There's one group that won't be able to be covered because they're not under the sun. Those poor albinos, they can't be in the sun. They're gonna get kicked out. Oh no.
That's true.
Somebody will always be excluded, no matter what.
Yep.
Man, okay, so we're hitting on the obvious logical problem with including everyone under the sun, right? And it's the same kind of problem where I don't know if you've seen the posts. I actually did these as well. A bunch of people did them. It was a pretty funny thing to do back in the day, where you'd have people saying like, I'm done with this not all men bullshit. Yes, all men. Every single man is responsible for the crimes of the patriarchy. And then me or some other troll would respond underneath, even George Floyd. And then people would just like enrage. They'd fucking explode because they knew that there was a logical inconsistency, right? Like there was a problem.
Yeah.
They couldn't actually parse, so they just like get massively enraged fucking instantly. And that was a pretty good troll for a while. But I mean, the problem is that like when they say we're including everyone, they very clearly don't mean everyone,
Yeah, of course.
and it's very easy to like, poke holes in this. Yeah.
It's a feel-good phrase that most of them probably haven't thought about, because they're medieval, like you say, right? Even the Nazis, and they'll say, of course not the Nazis. And the neurons will not connect that everyone includes the Nazis. That will simply not happen.
I think maybe it's because they think there won't be any Nazis once they're done.
Maybe.
There will always be Nazis. Maybe the Nazis are the friends we made along the way.
On the left or the right, there'll always be some.
You're gonna get canceled. I guess it's okay.
No, it's fine. I don't care. You can't cancel me if I don't give a shit.
That is the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it.
I also love the little information panels they have on the bottom too that got leaked. That one I linked in chat there. Inclusive creative process celebrating black culture. Nicki Minaj holding a pink gun.
Is that black culture?
Yep.
Nicki Minaj?
Yep.
Wait, isn't she biracial?
I have no idea.
Is she?
It's like, I don't understand the Nicki Minaj one. It's like Snoop Dogg, I get because he had operator skins in past Call of Duty games, and he streams the fuck out of Call of Duty. And I think plays with
Does
his
he
son
actually?
as well. Yeah, he plays Call of Duty a lot. He played with Nick Merckx. He played with Tim the Tap Man. Played with quite a
That's
few
wild.
people. Yeah, he loves Call of Duty.
I recall, this was years ago now, maybe 5 years ago or so, but like Snoop Dogg, he muted his stream and accidentally left it muted for 2 weeks.
Oh,
He didn't
what?
notice because he never like he's a boomer, right? He didn't notice. He didn't. He's like, yeah, whatever. I guess my stream like. Hold on, I'll try to find it.
I imagine he doesn't interact much with chat, so.
Chat. Yeah, here we go. This is from 2021. Check this out. Snoop Dogg's stream has been muted for a week and his fans can't tell him.
Fans can't tell him. Okay. Twitch had muted Snoop while he was live playing music while he voice chatted with his friend.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Twitch muted the stream and told you the stream's completely fine.
All of Snoop's last six streams have been dead silent. That hasn't stopped between 5,000 and 48,000 people tuning in to watch him inaudibly play Madden while he has a few joints. People have tried to let him know he's muted, but there's a small problem. Snoop's Twitch chat is emote only. So
Okay,
people are
that's
posting
Service guarantees
like
citizenship.
microphone emotes and stuff, trying to get his attention.
Oh, I love it. I love Snoop. He's great.
But see, like if he's a person who plays it, and they want a big celebrity in the game, then that would be a good choice. But what I love is that Nicki Minaj is now black culture. Like this woman who dresses herself in pink and ridiculous costumes is now black culture. Like, we white people get accused of not having culture an awful lot, but are you fucking serious?
Service guarantees
Yeah,
citizenship.
I've seen all. Okay, so you know the fade haircut on a lot
Yeah.
of black characters right now.
Yeah.
So we can just get an example picture.
You mean like the side shave and then the curly top?
Yeah, and like one side kind of flops over, you know.
Yep, the generic black person hairdo now, yes.
Yeah, I'll get a quick example here. Yeah, so like here, yeah, from the new Prince of Persia game. You see characters like this a lot, right? I know I'm in Canada. I get it. Not many black people here, but I talk to a lot of Americans who have black friends. No one fucking knows a black person with a haircut like this. Like fucking no one. I'll talk to like black people I know from the States and I'm like, listen, like do you live in like a black neighborhood? They're like, yep. It's like, well, okay, like, does anyone walk around with this haircut? Nope. Like, it seems like all of the current common cultural identifiers of being black aren't actually in use by the on the ground black community in the United States. And this definitely applies to Nicki Minaj as well, with like the colored hair and the outlandish outfits. So it's like, what is black culture at this point if the aesthetics aren't actually used by most black people?
Well, see, the problem there is that there is such a thing as black culture, and by that we mean specifically American black culture. And it is based a hell of a lot more around Snoop Dogg than it is Nicki Minaj. And bringing that up, Dev, is what we call racist.
It's true, though.
It is.
I mean, so with the outlandish outfits and etc., think back to Lady Gaga at her height when she had like similarly outlandish outfits. We wouldn't call her like white culture. We just thought she was fucking weird.
We would call her a fucking asylum patient.
I mean, her meat dress is pretty neat, though.
I mean, fair enough. But I guess what I mean is like how is it here? I'll grab this one because this one's especially ridiculous. Here, Arch. How is it that this picture you're gonna say somehow represents American black culture?
That outfit with the contacts and the hair reminds me of fucking what's his name? Jeffree Star when he was doing a lot of his old makeup tutorials.
I have no clue who that is. Sorry.
Oh, here. I will get a picture.
I think it is simply because what is actually black culture is, as I said, it's Snoop Dogg culture. It has far more to do with the ghettoization, the gangization of American society. That is far closer to black culture. And you can't bring that up because that will be considered racist.
Yeah. Despite Snoop Dogg himself not actually being a part of that culture at all anymore. He was when he was younger, for sure, but not anymore. Now he's like moved into the upper class. But he still has all of like the aesthetics of it, He still speaks that way, he still dresses that way, so yeah.
Well, for him, the aesthetic is very much so his persona at this point. It's his sale point. I damn near guarantee you he's at some barbecue in uptown Malibu or something wearing a dress and they refer to him as Nigel or something. I fucking guarantee it.
There you go.
No. All right.
Jeffree Star.
Yeah, I found some very different pictures of this person while you were looking.
It looks deeply YouTube unfriendly.
Here's one.
But yeah,
I mean, Jeffree Star has gone surprisingly right-leaning recently. He still does his makeup. He still has his makeup line and everything.
Really, what's his right-leaning?
The LGBTQIA plus minus whatever have gone way too fucking far, and it's all stupid. And non-binary people don't exist.
Yeah, there's tons of people coming out in that direction,
Yes.
Where they're like, listen, okay, I'm trans, I have gender dysphoria, I transitioned to treat a medical condition, I don't believe in the self-ID, you can invent your own gender bullshit, this is something that's obviously medical. Which is, I think, a reasonable opinion. But like even those people now, they're coming out in some ways against their own team because their own team has gone fucking insane.
Well, yeah, but that is the inevitability of the progressive political circus, basically. You will eventually reach a point where your previous supporters are no longer radical enough for the movement, at which point they'll take care of them, like Stalin did his detractors.
Well, it's not happening yet, thankfully.
Oh,
Thankfully,
it's already happening.
They're not being actually purged. They're not being killed, so they can still exist and like provide some sort of cultural pushback, which they have been.
Well, let's put it like this: you see, I'm sure you've seen how a lot of left-wing people have reacted to your little pet project, Brianna Wu.
Oh no, I know. Like she's been utterly fucking lambasted by all of her former allies. Yeah.
Yes, and the only reason that she hasn't been brought to the NKVD for investigation for her Trotskyist fascist sympathies is because the NKVD doesn't have that power yet. Don't
True,
worry, they're working
true.
on it.
And hopefully it'll stay that way. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Did you actually watch her trigonometry appearance?
No. I try to
Actually,
avoid obviously grifting communists as often as I can.
But then, Arch, why do you talk to me?
You've got me there, Dev. You've got me there.
Okay. So, do you actually watch trigonometry?
No, what is it?
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, Sargon's been on there a couple times. Hold on. Let me find it. It's like a...
I watch
a
no
British
YouTube now. I just browse for tiny VTubers I can groom into being co-hosts at this point. That's all I do.
Oh, is that what's going
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's he just broke into one of my Stellar Blade streams one day. he was watching me struggle with Raven, and then he was like, "I'll give you money if you beat her before I leave." I beat her before he left, and then he threw money at me, and then
Nice.
I had him suggest games that are like Warhammer 40K because I'm just getting into it, and now
nice,
I'm here.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
There's
That's-
also
is
the
that how
fact
you- is
that Lumi is absolutely my spirit animal. She gets frustrated at bosses, screams at them, yells at them, and then refuses to stop, and just keeps bashing her little head against the wall, exactly like I do.
I am his
well,
spirit fish. He keeps me in a bowl.
is that how you met like Tomo and Rosa and the others?
No, that was V.
Oh, okay.
V had his grooming arc long before me.
So yeah, trigonometry is this channel here. It's got nearly 1 million subs. They run a pretty successful, I'd say, like center right podcast. And they kind of take up the almost Peter Boghossian style of we are going to ask tough questions and have realistic conversations and, you know, be polite but not pull punches. And they do some pretty good stuff. There's been some very good interviews and some very good discussions on their channel. But Brianna Wu basically went on recently, where she just kind of laid out the problems with progressives and why she's out of the progressive movement, despite having been, up until recently, a lifelong progressive. And to their credit, they kind of held her feet to the fire a bit. And it was a good conversation.
Was
These
the
guys generally do
answer
have
to
good-
her
good
leaving the left that I see my side is losing? I would like to join yours now.
No, it was that she didn't fully understand the fact that the radical left are basically just terrorists, and she doesn't want to support terrorists, and so she's out. Which, by the way, you can't argue with that logic, Arch.
But I can argue with the Soviet agent that's coming to me with it.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see if she straps on a suicide vest and blows up somewhere.
Like, okay, Dev, as much as I sympathize with the NASA-esque approach that you've adopted of, you know, converting the fascist scientists, etc., and using them to launch your space program, I don't know, my morals and ethics still obligate me to object to this practice for the time being.
Service guarantees citizenship.
That's fine, Arch. All Christians are called to forgive.
You know,
They're called to forgive eventually, at some point. Doesn't have to be right away, though.
Exactly.
so so you could do it the good old-fashioned way. I mean, I forgive you, son, and then decapitate them with a claymore. Well, okay, so long as we keep the door open for the inquisitorial forgiveness, I suppose I can be on board with it. Another thing that was from this leaked thing also that I kind of liked was, you know how they keep saying that women are like 50% of gaming, etc.?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bullshit, but yeah.
Even Blizzard's
games,
own numbers now goes men 80%, women 20%, non-binary 1, something else with a little screaming icon there.
Well, aren't the non-binaries the something else?
Nope.
No, that's the Zers, fairy pronouns. I don't know.
I just fucking love that it's a little screaming icon. It's like, what are you? I don't know. Also, whites make up the overwhelming majority, 61%. I'll just add the Asians into the white column, just like the left does, and we're at like 80%
Honorary
representation.
Hispanic/Latinx. Please get the
Latinx.
Latinx out of here. That is a fucking slur at this point. Call me anything else, not that.
The Latinx taco.
You're not Latinx, it turns out.
Just call me. I don't even know if I can say it because you two might doink you. I don't want to get you doinked. Call me any other Mexican slur, not that.
What else?
So hold on. So whenever
Service
I've heard
guarantees citizenship.
lefties say that like there's like white fragility. You know what I mean? Where it's like, how can you not accept just a little bit of pushback, white fragility? When someone says Latin next to you, is that Latin fragility?
Mexicans don't give a shit about anything. They have nothing to be pissed off about. They got pissed off because they tried taking away so many fucking things from the little representation that they get. They tried to take away Speedy Gonzalez and they said, no, put him back.
Oh man, that was right, because
Heresy's the question.
have you guys seen that
Fire
video?
is
You must
the
have seen this
answer.
video where like a guy's walking around. It's clearly like not a Mexican guy. He's walking around with like a sombrero on, and he has those those shaky things that are
Maracas, he had
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
poncho on, he had
Yep,
the fake
yep, yep.
mustache on. He
Yep.
was like, hey, does this offend you? All the Mexicans said, no, that's great, I love it. All the whites were like, oh, that's offensive. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cultural appropriation. Mexicans don't give a shit.
Yep. Well, it's not just that. The Mexicans they didn't just say that. They also said, you look good. I'm
Yeah.
happy that you're wearing the the costume of my culture, because it's good to see it out in the world. And the same people did the same thing with like a traditional Chinese outfit, right? And the guys walking around, and they go to Chinatown and they say, oh, you look really good. Like it makes me happy that you're wearing this stuff, because it means that like my culture is getting out there and it's being exchanged and it's being represented, and I can see it out here and it looks nice,
Yeah.
like it's you get like white progressives who just do not understand the cultures and people that they claim to speak for, and they have no idea what they want. They have no idea how to represent their interests accurately.
Yeah. It's just like they want to be so culturally sensitive and be like, oh, but we don't want to
Heresy's
offend
the
anyone,
question.
to the point
Fire
where
is
it's
the
just
answer.
becoming offensive.
Mhm.
Like, did you see the what was that Disney show that was coming out? I think it was called Primos or something like
Service
that. Where
guarantees citizenship.
This
Oh
little girl-
yes,
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
yes. Everyone hated that one.
it's just the little girl with the missing tooth and the fucking unibrow and shit. I'm just like, this is so fucking offensive. There have been gorgeous like Latin American women in video games, and then there's this.
Jesus, that adult who's like dark skinned and has like a nose that is made out of a loop-de-loop, and then has just like one cloud of pink hair on the top of their head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is that character design?
Like she
I
looks
don't
like a pig.
know.
She like the nose.
Yeah.
It's a pig's nose, isn't it?
Like here's the thing. Some of the other character designs are okay. It does kind of
Yeah.
have that like 90s slightly gross looking cartoon feel. I'm okay with that. But like that fucking character is just ridiculous. What the fuck am I looking at?
Also,
Loud House but Mexican. No, they had the Mexican version of the Loud House already, and that one was actually halfway decent.
Like,
Ugh.
the old school stereotypes of Latino and Hispanic people from my days wasn't fat, weird people like this. The stereotype was literally hot, sultry woman. That was the stereotype of Latinos and Hispanos. And if this is the current day one, I like my old one.
It's hot Latina chicks, but it's also like mariachi band players.
I don't know. In Norway, we didn't have that many mariachi band players.
Oh no, tons of them in North America. Like, listen, you said Mexican guy, you thought mariachi band player. That's how it was in the 90s.
There you go. And also, if you haven't seen Villanos, watch it. It's so good. Don't watch the English version though. Watch the original Spanish version.
Mexican girls in Latinx cartoons. I like that.
Yeah, man. So yeah, back in the 90s, if you thought Mexican dude, you're thinking these guys. And it's like, there is your average Mexican. And that's obviously inaccurate, but like that's what everyone in the 90s thought. That's what it was. And to be fair, the music's pretty good.
Question mark.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the
Well,
answer.
here, the point that I'm making is that as stereotypical as this is a more positive form of representation than whatever the fuck's happening right now.
I mean, that's true.
Service guarantees citizenship.
So, with all that in mind, what do you think about Activision Blizzard's 3-year diversity plan?
It'll fail like the communist 5-year plans did.
At least they had 5 years to do it.
Yeah, they're speed running the destruction of their own company.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Again, they've hit the wall on this. There was also the I take it you saw the transgender bullets thing?
I did, yeah.
So Activision Blizzard put out a skin for the game with pride flag guns, which is entirely normal. Like, pride flag guns, sure, why the fuck not? And
Encourage more trans shooters.
Somebody then got the picture of the trans bullets as well. Now, the trans bullets thing was pseudo false, in that it is not actually a skin that they've added into the game. Apparently, it's a combination. If you have an old gun that was like in a special pack or something that had like a glowy effect thing, if you combined that with the trans pride flag, that's how you got the trans bullets. So the trans bullets weren't a skin in and of themselves. You could just get them if you combined the pride flag with a certain pride gun.
Okay.
I still count that.
Yeah, no, me too.
And what is tragic with the timing is that we got more of the manifesto from that shooter.
Yep. I was just going to say that. Yeah, so yeah, a year ago around this time there was the trans shooter, right? And I know everyone there's accounts like Libs of TikTok that try to play up like, "Oh my god, look at all the trans violence." Honestly, there's not that much trans violence, but there is some. And it's probably only going to go up as things radicalize, but there was one big one last year, and that was the trans man, the FTM, who went in and wanted to like school shoot a place and then got like fucking destroyed. And the manifesto was not released. And I think in March, a judge ordered the manifesto to be released. And then it had to go through some channels, and so it finally came out. And it came out like 3 days after this trans bullet controversy happened. Like
Service guarantees
the trans bullet controversy happened on June 3rd, and the manifesto released on June 7th. So 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was disquieting because it was pretty much everything that everyone thought it was going to be in the trans shooters manifesto. They were 100% motivated by some very radical trans ideology.
Oh, of course.
And also there was also a lot of revenge because the building that they shot up was a Christian school that they attended when they were younger, and they felt like they had been, tortured out of being trans or tried to have been. So there was like an element of revenge to it as well.
Heresy's the question. Fire is
Oh
the
yeah,
answer.
So
like,
it was,
it's unavoidable when you make an ideology that focuses around your identity and your identity as a victim. Then yeah, you're gonna get people who go like, oh, I am a victim. I'm oppressed. In fact, I am being genocided right now. Clearly, I must grab my rifle. There you go.
It's like, it's heartbreaking because like any shooting like that is a fucking tragedy. But she killed 3 9-year-olds.
Yep.
And then a substitute teacher, custodian, and the head of the school.
Excuse me, it's he.
Murderers do not get any fucking respect.
No, I know. I'm fucking around.
I know, but I will dead name the fucking dead person.
They're already dead.
Their dead names don't mean shit. They're in the ground. They are rotting in hell like they should.
But Dev, didn't you make the argument a while ago that dead naming is too serious a crime to receive an apology?
Hold on. No.
Hold on, Dev. I think you did though, Dev.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the we're talking about the Andy No thing. Yeah. No. Here's what it is. Right. If a living person who, let's say, wasn't a shooter, right? If a living trans person who was not a fucking school shooter got dead named by someone, I would I would understand when they're like, you know what, fuck that guy. Even if I owe an apology for something else that happened, fuck him. Like, he's being an asshole. I'm not going to talk to him. I think I'd do the same thing. Like, if actually, hold on, actually, I don't know if I would. If I genuinely owed someone an apology, and as they ask for an apology from me, they also wronged me in the process, I could see instances where I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave. Fuck you. Like, I'm not going to give you the apology now. So it's a very human thing to do.
It's like my thing personally is that there's a difference between, someone demanding respect, like, no, you are going to call me this, even if they, 1, are an asshole, and 2, don't pass at all, and 3, you've known them by another name for, like, so long. It's like, okay, give me a little bit of leeway. I need to get used to this. If I accidentally do this, then oopsie poopsie, I apologize. But as soon as they get pissed off at me and saying, no, you're a piece of shit for making this mistake once, nope, I'm out, and then I won't talk to them.
Yeah, and you know what? Of the reasonable trans people I've met, they all have that leeway. They get it. We're all people. Someone in the chat said, you can be banned in Dev's server for dead naming. Yes, you can, because Discord will ban your server if you don't do that. So, not up to me.
Yeah, Discord will 1984 your ass so fast.
Yep.
Again,
I was having this conversation with Savvy, if you guys know who Savvy is.
Nope.
This is why, if you look very closely on Dev's shoulder, you'll see the little communist signs right there. Look at them.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Like, Arch, our friend Taftaj, here she is once again. All right?
Ow!
She's trans.
I've been granted possession of this person now, too.
She's trans. She very clearly passes.
Oh, yeah.
And she, like... It would probably be rude to say he to this person because of how much effort that she's put into passing. Yeah. But at the same time, she's like, listen, like, if you talk to her about trans issues, she'll be like, no, I understand. I'm biologically male. I know exactly what I am. Like, I lived through it. But here's the thing. She's reasonable. She's not fucking insane. That's the difference between her and, like, an ideologue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like with Buck Angel, Blair White, and fuck, what's his name? Marcus Dibb, I think's his name. They're all like, their YouTube name is the Offensive Tranny. That is their YouTube name, Marcus Dibb.
Let me see.
He's great. I love Marcus.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
A trans person Dev doesn't know about? Weird.
I think I know who this person is. Yeah.
Ah, much better.
They do like React content and sometimes culture war content. You know, like they'll pull up some crazy trans TikToks and like do a video about how stupid they are. You know, fair enough.
Yeah, and what's great is that it's a perspective from someone who's not from the States. I believe he's from Denmark.
Oh,
Oof.
cool.
Disavow.
Wait, Arch, do me a favor here. Put that Taft picture up.
Fire is the answer.
No.
Why not?
YouTube.
It's not sexual at all, Arch. She's just in
Yeah.
a dress.
You and I
You
have
can see
different
the
definitions
tummy.
of sexuality.
Oh, wait. You can see the tummy, and that counts as sexuality?
Yes.
To some people, yes, and with how crazy YouTube can be.
Like that looks like that looks like she's going out to like dinner or something, you know?
Denmark offends Arch more than trans, really?
The Danish are not people.
Okay, so Marcus has two things against him, being trans and being Danish.
Denmark is nothing more than a vacation colony, and that's all it ever will be.
Is that all it is? Okay, give me a second here, Arch. I'll give you a hand with this.
Yeah, find something more presentable, Dev.
Will do.
Dig through your porn folder.
Will do. There you go. How's that? No tummy involved.
Let's see.
Oh, I love that sweater, though.
Fine. What is this in relations to?
Oh, just pull it up on the screen for a minute. 'Cause I'm going to start a poll. Oh, I can't start a poll. Wait, where did my mod powers
Yeah,
go?
you can't start a poll. You've never been a moderator.
Oh,
And I knew if you,
No!
I knew moderators have that power.
no! Oh shit. Not like Twitch, eh? Okay. Here, Arch, start a poll. I just want you to put pronouns he and she.
Better. I'm just gonna ask Wood.
Would.
Would.
It's a far more honest question. There you go, Chad. Have fun. Now, this person isn't Danish, so you can't hold that against them, at least.
Yeah.
Someone in the
I
chat
mean,
says, I plead the fifth.
As a bisexual woman, I'd win either way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bountiful new market for the pornography we talked about to begin with. Trans on female porn. Real life futanari.
Life futanari. So yeah, here's the thing, right? What I'm getting at is, the pronouns conversation for all normal people is what do you look like, right?
Yeah.
Chris Chan looks like a he. Taftage looks like a she. That's it. And like I've had people like I've referred to Taftage as she before on various streams, and I've had people in the chat be like, "Dev, stop using their language. That's a he," and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, that's retarded. That's retarded, guys. Like, the way everyone reacts is you respond to how people present themselves to you, and that's just how everyone in real life, outside of the internet bullshit, that's how they deal with trans stuff. Because frankly, you don't meet that many trans people, and when you do, if they pass, they pass. If they don't, they don't, and then you know what to say, right?
Yeah. And it's like, if you didn't tell me that this person was a trans woman, I would have just thought, hey, that's a hot fucking chick.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the same way with Blair White. I didn't know she was trans until she was talking about her childhood. I'm like, oh, but you're a man?
Yeah. Now, to be fair, recent Blair White kind of looks strange. I think they might have gone a bit overboard with the surgeries.
I think it's
But-
the nose and the lips for me.
Yeah. But if you go back like 5 years, no.
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
See,
some people
I've
just-
seen enough cosplay at this point to have developed a pretty finely honed penis radar.
Like there's someone in the chat who says, "Don't push your fetish on us." That's not what I'm doing, dude. I mean, Arch did it with the wood question. That wasn't my question. My question is like,
Service
what would you call
guarantees
them?
citizenship.
Right? and I think most people would say she because that's just where there's so many feminine signifiers here that are being presented
Yes.
to you with
In
their
an
appearance.
immediate casual interaction with no further context, you would think she. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you couldn't be wrong.
Yeah.
Arch doesn't know the meme. The dick makes it better.
See, I'm outnumbered right now. That's the problem. The percentage of people who like penis in this chat is too high for my liking. Actually, let's... since I'm becoming uncomfortable like now, let's move on to a topic about being fucked in a completely different way. Starfield is introducing paid mods.
Oh, fun.
Arch is like, I don't like how attracted I am to her. We gotta move on to another topic.
We have to move on before he cracks.
A little bit too much penis in the chat here. But don't worry, Bethesda is there to fuck you over just in case that you couldn't find a tranny to do it. And by the way, the poll ended at 58% no, 42%
Service
yes.
guarantees citizenship.
To be honest, that's a lot closer than I thought your chat would go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have expected them to go 70% no, just out of pure spite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heresy's the question.
Oh man,
Fire is the answer.
there's oh my god, it's 41%.
41%. Nailed it.
It took a minute to get it. Oh fuck, that's funny.
Now, something else that might may make you want to delete yourself. We're back to the paid mod controversy for the umpteenth fucking time. Remember when they tried to put this in Skyrim?
Yep.
10 years ago, eh? Fuck.
Yeah, that was when Gabe Newell
Fire
went
is
on
the
Reddit
answer.
and went like, yeah, no, trying to hide things from Reddit is pointless because it's just giant hive mind that will figure out what we said 15 years ago and then throw it in our face.
Man. So the internet of the past 5 years has been just loaded with examples of that happening. You think people would learn by now, but...
I would, but...
Oh, I'll be back in a bit. Carry on without me. My wireless headphones continue.
So,
Okay.
Lumi, were you dumb enough to buy Starfield?
No. The game looks boring.
That's unfortunate, because I did. I
Well,
was worried
Star-
about Starfield from very early on, because it didn't look like anything. It was just like, space! Like, okay.
Well, why'd you get it? Everybody makes mistakes, but if he's seen this from a mile away, why?
Because it's a tax deduction, and I get to whine about it to Chan, who gives me money for it.
You know what? Fair, just like how they give you money for the My Little Pony Smasher Pass.
That too. It's been fully funded, by the way. It's official now.
Oh, very good.
But more, like, beyond the Starfield thing, because that's... The only hope Starfield had was mods that would somehow remake the game from the bottom up and somehow create a good video game out of it. And now, you're gonna have to pay for the privilege? I love that. Like, it's the meme where, you know, any Bethesda game is only playable after the fan patch, and eventually they'll ask you to pay for it. Well, we have arrived at that point now.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's like... I can see the poor console players having to pay for the creation kit bullshit, but PC players are fine. But, you know, PC Master Race and all that jazz.
And the interesting thing is, the modders kind of gave up on Starfield.
Service guarantees
Because they've done
citizenship.
amazing things with games like Skyrim, for example. Like full conversion mod, like games that are completely different games just made using the Skyrim mod editor.
Service guarantees
And
citizenship.
in Starfield, they just kind of sat down. It's like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to make a dungeon? I can't do that because all the planets are randomly generated. Okay, I'll make like a new race of animals. Okay, but that's all
Service
randomly
guarantees
generated too.
citizenship.
Okay, what else fucking left? Like outfits and guns? Like, all right, that's neat, but it's not really gonna fix this game.
It looks boring to me because like, okay, I need games that will keep my attention. If something is like too casual or low energy, I get bored and then I just stop playing it. Unless it's Red Dead Redemption 2, because I love that game.
Well, that was definitely Starfield, because in Starfield, there was nothing. Like, you'd go down to a planet and like, okay, I'm here. What's around? Nothing. Like, okay, nothing at all. Well, some, it's a pirate base over there. It's the same as all the other pirate bases. Would you like some pointless loot? No, not really.
Pirate bases, like, just fight and loot. That's it.
Yeah, like, there was just a bunch of little pirates over there, and they had the same gun that you already had, but, if you'd leveled up since, it might be 5% better.
I mean, if you want to rob pirates, just go play Sea of Thieves, get your $60 water, and have fun with that.
Ooh. Sid Meier's Pirates.
Oh yeah, I heard that one. That one was really fun too. I enjoy Sea of Thieves. I love playing with my friends. My friend Tyler, who told me that he enjoys your stuff, is a scary PvPer. So he taught me how to shoot cannons, and now I'm just bloodthirsty.
Sid Meier's Pirate is a really old game, like 2005, but it is one of those games that you can play forever. It's just, it has that itch scratch where you're just like, ooh, I want a slightly bigger ship, or ooh, I want a little bit of a better sword, ooh, I want a bit of a trade route, ooh, I want to lay this saucy lady over here, or I want to ally with the Spanish. It has so much in it that you can just kind of keep playing.
Yeah, it's like I heard that you have to, study the trade routes. You have to get good relations with certain countries and everything. It's like every other Sid Meier game. It's a strategy game, and I hear that's what's really fun about it. One day I'll play it.
Oh yeah.
Not right now.
Like, if you want the best ship in Pirates, you need to know the trade route, like the Spanish galleon. You need to know where it shows up, and then you need to sit on it for ages until you find it, and so on. It's got all of these little secrets and trade routes and cool little stuff in it. It's got a whole world. It's a really good game. But
I've returned.
Good.
Oh no, chat run. Dev's back.
Haha. I've been listening, so I want to point out. So, I also bought Starfield.
Of course you did. You did it for the same reasons I did. And you liked it more than I did, you traitor's wench.
You know what? I enjoyed it for like the first 5 to 10 hours. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, there's nothing more to
guarantees
this.
citizenship.
Okay. So here. However, did any of you guys get Starfield for the low price of 3 cents?
No.
I didn't get it for the low price of free.
Well,
so, I don't know if you remember this, but basically Starfield was just not moving, and by January, because it came out like last August or last September, right? By January, Walmart was just pricing down all copies of Starfield to 3 cents.
Get them off the fucking shelves.
Yep. So it's like, hey, listen, Starfield's a pretty bad game, but it's probably worth buying at 3 cents.
Fire is the answer.
I mean, if you're already at Walmart getting other things, you see a copy of 3 cent Starfield, you wouldn't pick it up?
It's just like with the Saints Row reboot that was free on Epic.
Guarantees citizenship.
No, I still didn't grab it. I didn't care if it was free. That shit's not going in my library.
Yeah, there are certain games that are so bad that even the price of free is not good enough.
I picked up the PS5 version of the Saints Row reboot, day of.
Dev, it's just mistake after mistake with you. What happened?
Well, no, it's the same reason Arch did, right? I streamed it and made a shit ton of money off of it.
You know what?
Even I didn't purchase Saints Row. Come on, I don't want this slander on my reputation.
Well, here's the thing though. Getting the PS5 version meant that I could just disconnect the PS5 from the internet and always play the game without the day one patch, where it was significantly more broken. There was just a lot of hilarious bullshit happened in those streams. It was fucking amazing. And also, I because of me streaming it, I actually ended up getting in contact with a guy who worked on it, and I got to interview him. So that was nice. It all worked out in the end.
But the topic of paid mods then, because fuck Starfield, nobody cares about fucking Starfield, but paid mods. This pops up like every few years, doesn't it? And as YouTubers who get paid for sitting here and talking about dumb stuff like, would you bang this chick with a dick?
Would you, Arch?
No.
Okay. Sure.
Isn't it weird to be like, hey, no, they shouldn't get paid for mods? Like, how is this different than content creation? In fact, how isn't this infinitely more complex than what I do?
I mean, I guess the question is like, do the people who make the mods also get a cut?
Yes, they do.
Okay, yeah. Maybe the reason this seems so slimy is because we're so used to free mods made out of the love of the game, because that's how it's been since the 90s.
That is a large part of it, yeah. Like there's a market argument that you're making that there. Will the market bear it? The market will bear YouTubers, in large parts because it costs them absolutely fucking nothing. Like, people can tune into a stream and watch it, and it costs them nothing whatsoever. And if they then choose to be like, hey, I think you're funny, do a dumb thing for $2, then that's their choice, right? Whereas a mod, you don't have like the participation option. Once there's a paid mod, that mod is always behind a paywall. A piece of content has been taken away from you. A piece of content that has traditionally been free.
Yeah. I guess the issue is that I think it'll just end up being normalized over time, because back in the day, different skins for characters in games would be unlockable. Like back in like the PS2 kind of GameCube era of video games, you'd like put in a code or find a skin in a game, and it's like, oh, I got the skin. Like how it is in Solar Blade right now when you're finding outfits. And then slowly but surely over the course of 5, 10, 15 years, that stuff became paid. So now you're buying skin packs online, and you have to buy the outfits you want your characters to wear for like $2 or $5 or $10 in the case of not Justice League, Suicide Squad. $10 for a skin in that game, which is like ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And I think that was success. That had the frog successfully boiled on it over the past couple of decades. This will probably go the same way. I have a feeling in 10 or 20 years, paid mods will just be normal, and no one will care. The next generation just won't give a shit.
I am not sure, because you're right about the boiling of the frog. I remember when Oblivion horse armor was an enormous meme. Like, you bought horse armor in a single-player game. Why? Why would you ever, right? But that became normalized. Until now, you have $10 skins in single-player fucking games, which is retarded. But there's a greater vehemence in the opposition to paid mods, because, as you say, there's an expectation that this is a labor of love, that you made this mod because you enjoyed doing so and because you enjoyed the game. When you then make that paid for, it becomes scummier. Whereas the people making the games, you always kind of assume those pricks were up to no good, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
I was looking up stuff for the Creation Club, and it looks like mod makers get 25% of the revenue.
Oh, they're getting fucked.
Yeah, man. Like creators get what, 70% on Twitch?
Yeah, I would have expected Bethesda to get 25% of the revenue. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Like Patreon gets what, like 5 or 8%? And the creator gets the rest. Like, they're taking 75%. Like, that's fucking insane, dude.
That's fucking insane. Like 30% for being a hosting service is already fucking theft. 75% when okay, and there's a lot more work at word here as well. Okay, sure, you get access to the developmental tool, right? But you still have to do everything. You've got to make the model, or you're going to modify it. You've got to make the textures, etc. And you get a quarter of the price. Fucking hell.
Let's see. I also seen this. I don't know if that one is outdated or not. But this one is directly from Bethesda, saying, with Creation Club, members were hired and paid as professional contract developers. Now, verified creators can be professionals who earn royalties directly from the sale of their creations. So they're basically just contractors, and they get royalties.
Heresy's the question.
I mean, that is how it works with
Fire is the
YouTube, too.
answer.
When
Yeah.
you're monetized, you're not, like, employed. You're just contracted, and you get whatever the cut is.
Yeah. So that's basically
I'm trying
a
to see if I
nicer way to
find-
say that they get a slice of the sale.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's like you're better off having, like, you know, making your mods, hosting them on whatever website, and it's like, hey, if you like this mod and you want me to continue making this, you can donate to my coffee, or here's my Patreon. That seems better than whatever the fuck they're trying to do.
It is, and I've seen a lot of the creators complain that's like, oh, it's not that much, like out of 100 people, only like one donates,
Heresy's the
etc.
question.
Yeah, that's
Fire
normal.
is the answer.
That is entirely normal. Like, the people who donate to me, for example, is probably a couple dozen people out of 1,500 people watching. Like, the people who want to drop
Service
money
guaranteed
on something
citizenship.
or free content, they're the minority. Like, what can I say? Like, you can't expect to earn thousands of dollars off a mod that has like 15,000 downloads. It's the old thing, right? If everyone who downloaded the mod gave me $1, I could do this for a job. Like, yeah, but they're not going to. Speaking of, chat, all of you, $1 now.
And whatever money you guys decide to donate to Dev, that's actually our money, so it can go out to all of us.
And actually, $2 because YouTube takes like 30%.
Don't worry, Dev, your money is our money. So I expect a check in a couple weeks.
Sounds about right.
But they could monetize it in other ways. Like, honestly, I would not mind advertisement on mod sites. Like, if let's say Bethesda made a mod site, right, and all the mods on there were free, but you had like click advertisement or something, and that advertisement went to a pool, and then you got paid up a
Heresy's the
percentage
question.
depending upon how many
Fire
people
is
clicked
the
on your
answer.
mods or something like that, because that would be a free revenue stream for the mod creators. Again, it would probably be peanuts, but so is ad revenue on YouTube, unless, again, because if you want to earn a living on YouTube, you need to rack
Service
up like
guarantees
a
citizenship.
million odd views a month. Like, it's a lot you got to get going.
What are my views a month? I don't even know. I don't usually look at the stats of things.
It's quite a bit. Then you need to get like just pure ad revenue income. Let's see. So this month I've had 1.1 million views on this channel, which probably means that the main channel has had about 1.345 roundabout. So across my two channels, I generate about 2.5 million views a month. So okay.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
in,
I've got about the same of one of those channels, not two.
you know, and in ad revenue, that's probably only about 3-4 grand, and everything else is super chats for me.
Man, I do this shit for free.
For free, I have a receipt that says otherwise.
And that's from the generosity of your own heart.
Heresy's the
Oh,
question.
I'm
I
talking about
Fire
what
is the
YouTube
answer.
pays me, which is a lot of fucking nothing, because I need like 3,000 more watch hours before I can get partner.
That's not pay, Arch. That's a donation.
Yeah, that's a donation.
Also, look at that. Chat is
Service
donating $2
guarantees
now. Thank you,
citizenship.
chat. Keep going. Yes, the classical meme. You can't afford $5. You can sit here and stream for hours, and you can't donate $5.
Jesus fuck. Which Twitch thought was that? Invader V, right?
Is
Is that Invader V?
No. She
No.
she did do the you're sitting here that
Heresy's
doesn't
the
track that you
question.
can't pay $5. She
Fire
did
is
that
the
one.
answer.
It was Bad Bunny who yelled $5.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And since then, she's basically just become a bread tuber,
Oh, I see.
which is fucking
Service
wild.
guarantees citizenship.
Oh, she changed her name. She probably tried to get away from it. Yeah, she's now
crazy.
Kira Chats.
I would.
Heresy's the question.
Oh, hold on.
Fire is the answer.
Before 2019, she used tons of racist remarks and slurs on her stream. After 2019, she became a leftist and changed her name and purged all of her old content. Oh,
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
A reformed leftist. Brilliant.
oh
There's
my
also,
god. Oh,
what did you find, Dev? What did you find?
What?
Service guarantees citizenship.
hold on, I'll make sure it's real.
God damn it, Dev. Okay, I'll move on with my point then. Either one of you played Dota? Dota 2?
I got
Heresy's
it.
the question.
Okay,
Fire
watch,
is
just-
the answer.
You gotta, you gotta play this for the stream.
Alright, let's see.
This is her from before she was a leftist.
Hold
This is
on.
from 2016.
Does this contain slurs,
Service
Dev?
guarantees citizenship.
I don't know.
Then I'm not gonna fucking play it, now am I? Dev. So, Dev, 5 seconds ago, Dev said, oh yeah, before she used to say like slurs and N-words and stuff. Like, Arch, here's a recording of her from that
Heresy's the
period.
question.
Please play it.
Fire is
Dev.
the answer.
Hold on, here. I'll be back in a minute.
Fucking little,
Okay.
little piece of shit.
We're gonna be dev free for a minute. Okay. Talk, Arch.
So, in Dota,
Heresy's
they've
the
got
question. Fire is
the
answer.
workshop, the Steam workshop for it, where you can purchase pieces of outfits for the characters. And what I like about it is that they are actually microtransactions. So you purchase a weapon,
Service
like a weapon
guaranteed
skin for your
citizenship.
dude, and it costs like 60 cents.
Huh.
And you can buy like full outfits for $5, or you can buy like ridiculously over the top outfits, completely
Service
changes their
guaranteed
appearance, like animations, all kinds of crazy shit, for like way more. So basically, the change is dependent upon the amount of stuff they add in the price.
Heresy's the question.
And it's also a completely
Fire is
open
the
and free
answer.
market where anyone can upload anything. So you have, like, if you have one hero character, he has like 1,000 different fucking weapon skins, and you can choose to pick up any one of them, and all of them do the exact same thing. Of course, it's just a
Heresy's the
weapon skin.
question. Fire is the answer.
I like that because that's microtransactions. Like back in the day, microtransactions meant you'd pay like $1 for something. Now a microtransaction is $5 fucking bucks.
Well, Arch, how about microaggressions?
Oh, microaggressions cost more than $5.
No slurs in that video, only edgy content.
Only edgy content. How edgy, Dev?
Are you streaming on Twitch?
No.
Then you'll be fine.
Okay, fine. I'll play it then.
I, for one, would never be involved with a guy who's
Okay.
bisexual.
I just watched the clip. That's fucking
if a guy
hilarious
is
though. What the
just,
fuck?
like having sex with other guys,
Heresy's the question.
and then he's like,
Fire
"Oh,
is
maybe
the
I'll try
answer.
having sex with you." I'm like, even black people. If you found me a black bisexual man, I might throw up in my mouth at the thought of sexual contact with him.
Heresy's the question.
You can't hate gay people
Fire
anymore.
is the answer.
Why not? I want to hate whoever the fuck I want to hate. I want to hate a person because they're wearing Crocs. Why can't I hate a person because of whatever else trivial? If that reason is trivial, allowed. If I can hate a person for wearing Crocs, that's an incredibly trivial reason. And then people can harp on me about how stupid it is for me to hate an entire person because of the Crocs they wear. But you see me, I will hate the fuck out of that Croc wearing
Heresy's
freak,
the question.
and I have no
Fire
qualms about
is
it.
the answer.
Okay. Articulate white woman, I suppose. And hey, I agree. You should be able to hate people for trivial reasons. Go right ahead.
Heresy's
So
the
that's
question.
before she became like
Fire
a
is
very
the answer.
far left bread tube type, and now she's basically kind of riding Vosh's coattails. So she deleted all this stuff and disavowed all this stuff, and she claims that this is like AI generated.
Well, you know,
Service guarantees citizenship.
she's got the IQ to make it big on BreadTube. Let's put it like that. $5.
Heresy's the
love that.
question. Fire is the answer.
$5 a month.
And again, it kind of doubles back to the whole paid mod thing. Like if you're expecting to get something for free, you'll be resistant against paying
Fire
for
is
it.
the answer.
Which is why the whole ad blocker nonsense, which is currently going on with the recent rumor being that YouTube would add in ads on the server side. So they would literally edit your video live and then thread ads into the video recording so that there was nothing for the ad blocker to block, because it wouldn't be laced over the video, it would be inside the video.
Oh yeah, I just seen a video on that last night, and now all these ad blockers are just like, okay, we can figure out how to do this depending on how they code it in.
It's a brilliant arms race between two parties trying to out-retard the other.
Yeah, but it's like they could use all of this energy to worry about the, scammers, the people who break into other people's accounts and turn it into fucking crypto bro bullshit, and other just the fucking child shit that's going on this platform as well. But no, they're just doing a slap fight with the ad blockers.
The problem with ads is that they've gotten annoying. Like that is the key concern. What an ad should be is the screen flicks over to the ad, and there's a dude there, and you're like, hey, want a treadmill? That's the ad. There's the treadmill, here's the price. Like, that's the ad. 5 seconds. You're fucking done. Mm-hmm. Instead, the treadmill ad is now a 30-minute video about some 200-pound guy going for a walk and like, oh, my ankles hurt. I wonder why. And a white blonde person jogs up to them, have you tried Treadmaster X? And this is a whole fucking movie at this point. And you can't even skip it. Like, nobody wants to see this.
Yeah, it's like how people pay
Service guarantees
to
citizenship.
promote their videos as an ad. And it's like a whole 4-hour video as an ad, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, like, there's entire movie productions for this. Like, nobody is going to watch this. Nobody's going to sit down. It's like, oh, I'm going to enjoy me some YouTube content. But this ad is really engrossing. I'd rather watch this. Again, ads should be simple, they should be snappy, and they should be quick. They should give you the information you require, and then ask you if you want the thing. Like, I mean, you've already got ad tracking on your site. I swear to God, I bought a treadmill for my mum a few years ago, because she was like, I need to be out and walking because I'm old and fat. I'm like, okay, but it's raining outside. So here, now you can walk inside. 5 years later, I am still getting ads for fucking treadmills. Like, Jesus, how many treadmills do you think I need?
I mean, okay, this is horrifying. So, me and my boyfriend are talking about, like, random shit that we'd probably get for the house and all that. And then as soon as I go on my phone, and the first thing that I see for an ad is the exact thing that we were talking about. And I'm like,
Yep.
I hate this. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
Because somewhere there's a live microphone.
There is.
So here's the thing, like, I used to think this too, and I get it, right? But I'm not sure that's actually
Heresy's the
true.
question.
I think it's
Fire
more
is
like
the answer.
you've probably looked things up before, and you've also talked about them in real life, and so like it comes through in the ads that you're served. Like I've discussed with people like, hey, I need to buy this, and then
Heresy's
I've
the
also like
question.
looked at
Fire
things
is the
surrounding it,
answer.
and I get served an ad for it, and it's like, oh, okay, like it makes sense.
Possibly, but like we know the technology exists to record you and listen for like words in your speech about this. Like Alexas and stuff can do this.
Oh, sure. If you have an Alexa, yeah, then this absolutely makes sense completely. But I've heard people say that like their phones are doing it, and I just don't buy that because if phones were doing it, there'd be way more battery usage on a lot of these phones than we're seeing. If it was like always on and always recording, I don't know. I
It
don't
often
buy it.
depends on what you've got turned on and off. Like, because the baseline settings for a phone records a lot of your shit.
Maybe so, but I recall looking into this, and to be fair, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, so things might have changed. But I recall looking into it, and there was somebody who did like a whole bunch of comparisons with various phones on YouTube, and it's like, okay, well, if this phone was actually recording you at all times, this model of phone, how much battery usage would it have over the course of like an hour just sitting in your pocket, right? And they ran tests and they figured things out, and they showed that like there just was not enough power being drawn from the phone to actually be recording you all the time. Now,
Maybe it records
5
you
years
just
ago-
occasionally, Dev. A little bit. Boop.
5 years ago, things might have changed, you know? Who knows?
But now we've made bigger and better batteries. Okay. So, last little funny off the cuff topic. The Lord of the Rings anime.
Yes.
Now, Deb, I know you're just waiting for Rings of Power. Like, you're super excited for the Rings of Power season 2 because you just can't get enough of it for some reason.
What the hell is wrong with you, Deb? It's one thing
Heresy's the
after
question.
another. What
Fire
the
is
Listen.
the answer.
I can't get enough of it because reacting to it makes me money.
You know what? Again, fair. It's just like with a Gundam being the only one who did the She-Hulk review.
Heresy
Oh my
is the
God.
question.
Like
Fire
I
is
was
the
actually talking to
answer.
Gundam about it because he was working on it, and I was like thinking about doing it, and he was like, "No, don't." And then I sat down with my girlfriend and watched first episode, and I was like, "Nope, we're not fucking doing this shit. We're not fucking doing this shit."
I
Gundam
regret
being
not.
the man who will review things that other people will not. While people are making money off the Rings of Power, he's like, She-Hulk.
Because I actually like the look of the anime. I am worried because they're the one of the characters that are making into the main character now is the woman, Hera, or whatever her name was. And from what I've been able to figure out, she has like no lore. She's mentioned like once as a person's daughter, and that's about it. And she's featured prominently in all the screenshots we've seen so far, and she's wielding a sword. I'm like, okay, this is the classical problem. Because you can make a strong female character without giving them the male's role. You can make her a leader of her people without making her a female warrior. And now there's rumors that apparently they've discovered some sort of lost tribe of Amazonians in Rohan. Some fucking how.
Okay.
It's like from what I've seen is that we didn't really get much on this, like at all. Granted, I don't have any fancy insider connections like a lot of people do. But from what I could see, there's very little detail out on this in terms of how they're adapting it, besides the screenshots that we did get. So it's like my bar is extremely low. It's just a little bit higher than what I would have for like Star Wars and stuff. But the fact that they got like, you know, a lot of the original people who worked on the first movies in on this project, it's like I could see them hopefully doing good things with this. And until we can get a trailer to see really the scope and what do people say now? The vibe of what's going to happen with this, I will keep my feet planted firm on the ground.
Yeah, because if it is as they say, that apparently she rides horses, she wears armor, fights with a sword, talks with great eagles, etc., then she is just the Marisu that has been invented out of whole cloth. She's in the show now. She's Rey. She's from a desert
Service
planet.
guarantees
Yes, she swims.
citizenship.
She fights with a lightsaber. She controls the Force better than anyone on a fucking weekend, and so on. It's like, it's just not interesting. Like, we've had too much of it. It's been done too often.
I know
Well-
I was fighting my chat with this one. Not even really fighting, just more so just staying firm on my very low expectations is from seeing who is working on this. I think it'll do at least a lot better from Star Wars, but still do moderately well in terms of for the fans.
I mean, at the very least, it's anime. So at the very least, it will be a hot redhead fighting with a sword. At least that's something.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, she's cute.
Absolutely. She's not from California.
There's that. There's that. I mean, here's the thing. You can do like the female warrior character, right? It's just that none of the female warrior characters we've seen in the past 10 years have been any good. Right?
Mhm.
Like Rey Skywalker was just fucking terrible, and Captain Marvel was just fucking terrible because they just girl bossed their way through their entire stories and encountered no real resistance. Didn't really have to grow or change. Didn't really suffer any defeats. They just girl bossed their way through, and it was just lame. It was an empowerment fantasy that got old, basically in the middle of the first fight scene.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
Again,
the
like you
reason
said,
that the reason that like a warrior storyline works is because, well, the character has to take some losses and then rethink how they're approaching things and go through some changes, and there's like the whole hero's journey. You can take a female character and put them on a hero's journey, and it'll be just fine. We actually have to do that though, and none of them
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Xena, Warrior Princess. Classic example of this. All this Hell series, which aired during the age of misogyny, and yet was wildly popular.
Service
And also very
guarantees
gay, too.
citizenship.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
It doesn't count as an LGBTQIA plus show though.
It doesn't. It has too much violence and rape.
Actually, it kind of counts if they want it to count. It's Schrodinger's gay, basically.
But it's like for the director of the anime, Kenji Kamiyama. His old works are actually really fucking good. He did a couple Ghost in the Shell projects. He did Standalone Complex and Solid State Society, along with SAC's Second Gig or GIG or whatever. He also did Blood the Last Vampire, Jinro, and what else did he do? He also did background art for Kiki's Delivery Service and Akira.
Oh, nice.
So
At least
he
he's got the
has
pedigree.
he has a good history and a good track record. So again, just because of who's working on it, I'm just a little hopeful. Just a little bit.
Jinro is a tragically overlooked little thing. It's got some of the fucking coolest artwork ever, and it's over almost instantly, which is really sad.
Look up the
Oh.
writer. Let me see who wrote this story by Jeffrey Addis and Will Matthews.
Non-Japanese
This
names. Worried now.
Screenplay Phoebe Giddens and
Not V. Arch, you didn't notice that there's feet
I don't know who the fuck that is.
in that picture, eh?
Oh, those are some dirty fucking grippers.
Dev, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, the entire chat's going off about it.
God damn it.
Yeah, the chat was going insane.
Degenerates, all of you.
I hate feet. They should be cut off the legs. They're disgusting.
Ah, a fan of Chinese foot breaking.
No! Cut off at the ankles. They're disgusting. Feet are gross. I hate them so much.
The entire chat, fake news, they say. Dev, are you trying to frame someone for your own fetishes?
Nope.
You sure about that?
All you gotta do is scroll up.
Or I can choose not to, and you'll be wrong.
Oh my god, people are quoting the Chugga Conroy thing. Big and stinky.
Oh, no, Dev.
That was one of my best videos ever.
Oh, actually, there was one more thing before we wrap up. So, Black Myth Wukong, a Chinese game about a monkey with a stick.
Yes.
Yep, I know about this.
That's all I know. And I know about the game. But apparently, and okay, I've got a little bit of critique for the right wing on this. So, the rumor is extorted for $7 million by Sweet Baby Inc. And this seems to be a completely sourceless tweet in Chinese with no real backing up whatsoever, claiming this. And this sounds a little bit ridiculous. 7 millions in guidance fees to a Chinese studio. Really?
Let's see, this
I
is
mean,
the translation here. Yeah.
I wouldn't be past Sweet Baby for doing this, honestly.
Well, no, hold on. Yeah, because even if you the way this was posted is Chinese media, Black Myth Wukong refuses to be extorted 7 million by Sweet Baby. The translation says, let's see. The reason why the team behind Black Myth Wukong has been subjected to persistent sexist attacks and slander since their first promotional video is because they have consistently refused political correctness guidance and rejected the extortionate guidance fees of millions of dollars demanded by these political correctness teams. So it's not even that, like, the way the grammar is laid out is they're basically saying that they view the price for the service that these companies are offering as too high. And the word extortionate is kind of a colloquial way of saying that. But that doesn't mean that they were actually extorted. You know what I mean?
Well, the whole thing about them being accused of sexual misconduct, that has happened. I think that's what they refer to when extortion. Because IGN goes, Indie Souls-like Black Myth Wukong has seen widespread acclaim since the reveal, but the studio behind it, Game Science, has long been plagued with accusation of sexism that reflect wider issues in the Chinese games industry. That is the extortion. It is, hey, buy our services, or our friends in the media will keep writing shit about you.
So yeah, Victor in the chat says Sweet Baby Inc. has been harassing them for a few months right now. Do you have proof of that? Like, do we see someone from Sweet Baby contacting them? Like, is there an email that got leaked? Is there, like, are they doing it on Twitter? Like, where's the harassment?
Yeah, because that's what I haven't seen. Because this, from what I managed to look into, the Chinese media is basically a Chinese social media post. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of sources. In fact, there doesn't seem to be any sources that I was able to discover about this. And then the accusation that they've been harassing them. And the thing is, the Sweet Baby Inc. people are fucking retarded. There was the thing with JT? It's something JT and Alyssa McConte, who had like a falling out a few weeks ago.
Smash JT.
Smash JT, yes, thank you. One of the people from Sweet Baby Inc., the Corey guy, the one they'd seen defending them earlier, an employee had called Chris Kindred, thank you, had called Smash JT's employer and tried to get him fired. But the fucker had left his name and telephone number.
Yep. I actually went over this with Craig. I gave him a little bit of extra info because he was going to do a segment on Side Scrollers. Basically what happened was he called his former, I think it was his former employer, because he's now doing YouTube full time, I think. Either way, it was definitely someone that he either works for or used to work for. And he, the name that he left was Chris Fay rather than Chris Kindred. And it's very easy to find out that, like, that was, like, Chris Kindred, by the way, is very obviously like a stage name. It's not a real fucking name. But Chris Fay was also another one of his stage names. Like, it was very easy to find out exactly who this guy was. Like, he didn't do anything about trying to hide who he was, because he put in another one of his stage names, and he put in his real fucking phone number when asked. He gave it to him. And I think somehow they got his address as well. Maybe through the phone number. Maybe he gave it voluntarily. Either way, like, this guy calls up the employer, tries to get him fired, but then leaves a giant fucking paper trail leading back to him.
Yes. The point being, these people are retards. So if they'd been harassing a company for $7 million, I'd expect to see more.
Yep. I know people in the chat have said, Dev, there's a video of someone from Sweet Baby Inc. telling people how to extort money in companies. Yeah, we've all seen that video. It went viral
have
like
seen
3
that
months
video.
ago. But like, I'm talking about like, is there proof of it happening here, aside from just their word?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people run with this, and this really seems like one of those source trust me bro moments.
Yeah, I mean, imagine any developer who wants to get some new eyeballs on their game. They just come out and say, "Oh my God, Sweet Baby Inc. contacted me, and if I don't give them $7 million, they'll cancel me. Hey, can you guys look at my game and make sure I survive?" And then suddenly, like, a whole upswell of support from, let's say, the right wing culture warrior sphere. Those people come out and start supporting this guy. It's like, that's a real easy way to get your game off the ground.
Yeah, and if they just said that they'd been getting contacted and stuff or getting harangued by it, I'd believe them. But then there's like $7 million. Like, now you're starting to make them sound like a supervillain here. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I am sure that IGN are assholes, of course, and progressive morons, so I'm definitely sure that they would try to be like, oh, this popular game. This is a good thing for us to talk about sexism in video games. Also, sexism that reflects a wider issues in the Chinese games industry. Listen, if you think you can browbeat fucking China, of all places, with this...
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, man. But yeah, like there is the obvious grift. We've all seen it, where you have progressives who are like browbeating people into compliance and running around and going on shows and slandering people, and they're claiming harassment, and they're getting money out of it. Their YouTube careers are taking off, and games are being funded, and like Indiegogos are getting filled up, and all this shit happens all the time on the left. On the left, and the progressives, they shamelessly do this, but like, you have to be drinking some fucking really strong Kool-Aid if you don't think there's a right-wing version of that, where someone claims to be canceled and then goes around and like goes on all the various center-right podcasts talking about how the evil progressives are coming after them and they're all woke and they're trying to destroy this poor guy, and then they get their career off the ground. The same shit happens on both sides.
I would say it's a far more recent phenomenon on the right, but it is something to be wary of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's pretty much all the topics for today, so we might move on to some super chats then.
Oh, real quick, one thing that I won't
Service
stop
guaranteed
yapping about, and
citizenship.
especially come September. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop finally got a release date and a trailer, and I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the game,
Heresy
but
is the question. Fire is the answer.
fucking game company is not censoring anything from compared to the original release to now. All
Awesome.
of my favorite alt costumes are coming back, including the very small seashell bikini for Juliet. So I am very happy, and just, it's great. They have, for the people who don't want, the blood and everything, they have a toggleable repop mode where everything is like replaced with comic style graphics and everything. But otherwise, you can have it exactly how it was originally, just updated graphics.
I enjoyed Lollipop Chainsaw back in the day. That was like a 2012 game. I think it was like an Xbox 360 game or something. But also it was made by Suda51, who I absolutely loved.
Yes.
Are you like a fan of all of his games, or?
Lollipop Chainsaw is the only Suda51 game that I've played. A friend of mine wants me to play, what was that? Was it Travis Strikes Back?
No More Heroes.
No More Heroes, yeah. He wants me to play all the No More Heroes games.
Well, they're kinda good. I mean, so, like, he did Killer 7, which is a great game, but it's not for everyone. It's very strange, but it's a great game. He did No More Heroes, fucking incredible. No More Heroes 2, fucking incredible. He did Lollipop Chainsaw, fucking incredible. He did, what was it? Oh yeah, Killer is Dead, which was not great, frankly. It was okay. Then he did Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which was not great, mediocre. And then he did No More Heroes 3, which is an absolute pile of woke burning garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like over the years, because Suda51 is kind of that
Heresy's the
Kojima-esque,
question.
very
Fire is the
art-oriented
answer.
auteur kind of developer.
Mm-hmm.
In the 2000s, that meant being edgy and weird and kind of gross and violent and cool. In the 2020s, that means being woke. And he went down exactly that path. So it's good that he's not altering his old content, because in 2012 it was all about tits and ass. But
Yeah.
like, if you play his modern games, they're actually all just garbage. And it sucks, because I used to love his stuff. It sucks.
And thus Dev ruined another good thing, somehow.
I mean, it's okay. And plus, Suda51 didn't even come back for Repop, so.
Oh, he didn't?
No, fucking, how do you pronounce the game studio? Dragami Games. They're the ones handling it. It's the original, like, distributors and stuff is working on it. But Suda51 and James Gunn didn't officially, like, come back for it, but nothing is changing from the original story or anything besides licensed music. But, that comes with the territory.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
To be honest, not bringing back the original auteurs is probably a good thing.
They do have a life cycle, Like, Kojima was once amazing, and now he's ridiculous. They kind of go through that cycle of, they make some amazing things, and they kind of get high off their own farts, and then, like, everything goes downhill from there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm looking at the development team. It's Dragami Games and the original staff minus Suda51 and James Gunn, but everyone else did come back for the project.
That's very cool. We'll
Awesome.
keep an eye on it.
I can't wait.
Right, let's begin in on the pile then. Nyotsu, communist, brother, I am still here. Dev continues looking away in shame. I'm Mercenary 10, gonna have to catch the VOD, going to work at my second job. But seriously, I want his LGMAM crap out of this game permanently, because it's always been going on after children, and you can't convince me otherwise. All for allowing sexiness. Adults only. Yes. Also, second job, goddammit. Why must Americans do this to themselves?
Oh my god, I forgot about this. Sorry, Arch. Just give me a second.
What's wrong with you, Dev?
I mean, a lot's wrong with Dev, but what's new?
Hey, you just got here, goddammit.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
already
Lore.
taking the shit out of you.
You
I
don't
love
know
it.
how the deep fucking lore?
I am picking up on it quickly, and also it just seems like the thing that most people would probably do here. So, I'm trying to seamlessly blend in here.
Yes.
No, there was one aspect of the Lollipop Chainsaw story that I was trying to remember, and I forgot. I just fucking remembered it. Okay, Lollipop Chainsaw is really noteworthy because it was the first time that a games company had ever actually contracted an online influencer that was a cosplayer to do official cosplay.
I remember this.
Jessica Nagiri did that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I fucking love Jessica's stuff.
And I was like, yeah, this game did something like it did something strange with the internet, didn't it? And I was like, oh, that's right. Everyone's brains were broken after this because it was the first time they actually went to they bypassed the normal models, because back then it was models, and they just went on the internet and said, who's the most popular cosplayer? You're
Service
blonde?
guarantees
Okay.
Citizenship.
Be the Lollipop Chainsaw Girl. And then she did it for like a big bag of money. And
Yep.
then it brought a lot of eyes to the game because, well, one, she's pretty cute. And two, there was like a big discussion back then about, is it appropriate for influencers to be doing this sort of thing? And everyone went back and forth on it. Turns out they all started doing it anyway. But this was kind of this is what opened the doors, was this game.
It is appropriate for blonde women with big tits to do anything they damn well like. Simple dimple. Sujard, I was looking around the Steam event. Warkana might be something to check. They are billions, but you're the one summoning thousands of creatures. Witcher. And I will check that out. Magnus Lord becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. Zontar, Dev Diaper is too forced to be funny. Are we not pushing the Dev diaper fetish thing anymore?
Good.
I grant
okay,
you,
hold on.
it didn't have as much immediate mimetic force as the communist Dev thing.
The communist dev thing or the chair breaking thing. Yeah, no, I get it. Because those at least were like partially based in reality.
Mm-hmm.
The dev diaper thing is just someone trying to force a meme.
Well, DD, Dev Diaper, I guess.
Fair enough. I did actually break a chair that was rated for 600 pounds. That is a real life event that happened. And also, I was a communist when I was like a dumb 17-year-old. Yes.
Was.
Okay, hold on.
I used to be a lucky, and now I'm not, so.
Yep. No, everyone can come back. Everyone can come back. That's why I put so much effort in bringing them back, Arch. It's a good thing to do. Here, I found the final missing piece of the puzzle, though. Okay, right. So, part of the, if you can pull that image up, if it works, part of the promotional package that she did for the game was like a lot of violent stuff on YouTube, and this was one of the really early, like, we now call them woke. Back then we called them SJWs, but like SJW freak out about, oh my god, how could you objectify this poor woman? Oh my god, this is too violent. This is like male gamers are ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. This was one of the original like leftist freakouts online. Was over basically
that.
Yeah, this image and the video attached to this image of Jessica just in character being very bloody because it's a game where you kill zombies with a chainsaw. Man, old lore, guys. Good times.
And back
I
then...
remember people freaking out like, oh, you're sexualizing a high schooler. And it's like, it's her 18th birthday on the game. She's an adult high schooler, excuse you.
It's
she turns
an
18
anime
game,
art style. We've been sexualizing 14-year-olds in that fucking shit for ages. And you know why? Because they're drawings. You cannot hurt their feelings.
The drawings can't report you to the police and say where you touch them, so...
And back during this time, we had yet to develop the mental fortitude to simply go, how can you objectify this woman? Because she's got pretty great tits.
Yeah, and now it's, man, why are you objectifying me while she's naked on screen?
How dare you?
Isn't this empowering? Wait a minute.
Heresy's the question.
I mean, OnlyFans
Fire
models are
is the
empowered, right?
answer.
Actually, I think she does OnlyFans now. I think she's still
Does she
around.
do OnlyFans now?
I gotta see.
Burnson says, no matter how hard Blizzard tries, their games will never be as gay as Arch, for he is late. Mostly Dev's fault.
Oh, I forgot how hot she is. What the fuck?
I mean, she's got to be 40 at this point, but she's still pretty good looking.
She's fucking gorgeous.
Oh my god, she is doing OnlyFans. I found her doing lesbian elf porn.
Well, see, this is unironically the problem with the thought direction. You kind of gotta go more extreme as you go along, otherwise you will lose relevance. Like, this happens to all of them. Which is why, to any aspiring e-thoughts out there, just start doing streaming instead. It'll be just as, if not more popular, probably.
Jessica
Christ,
is 34 years old.
Oh, 30. Okay, I thought she was actually a bit older. Okay. Don't put this up on screen, Arch. Okay.
Why'd you fucking link it then?
But Jesus Christ. Yeah, her entire OnlyFans was leaked back in one of the big leaks. Damn.
Would.
Yeah, would.
Well, I don't see a dick, so sure. That's pretty much my primary qualifier at this point. Sujard says Miyazaki has said he wants Bloodborne on PC. He said he'd get in trouble for saying it, so it's clearly Sony holding the game hostage, and Witcher. I would not mind Bloodborne on PC. I quite like the Dark Souls games, so that'd be nice.
I I am still huffing my Bloodborne copium. I have Bloodborne tattoos. I help fund the Bloodborne board game, and so I have that. I have figurines. I have the game on my PlayStation 4 and 5 because yeah, thank you. I just want either a 60 FPS patch or a PC port. One of the two. It doesn't have to be both. Just one of them. Please.
I mean, I've heard people saying, you know, here and there that basically the studio that made it kind of went belly up, and so they lost the source code, so there's going to be no port.
I don't believe that. I just think Sony is holding it because they own half of the IP. And the reason why they can't really bring it to PC is because it's not a PlayStation Studio game. It's From Software with partnership of Sony. So Sony can't really make money off of it if it's not made in their in-house via PlayStation Studio.
Right.
So I think it's just greed at this point because either From Software makes money by releasing it themselves, or they go full remake and they put it through PlayStation Studios. One day.
I mean, even if they did actually lose the source code when the studio went belly up, it doesn't really matter that much because I think the Demon Souls remake was redone from scratch, right? You can still just make it from scratch.
Yeah, and I mean, people are making Bloodborne from scratch, like, just small portions of the game in Unreal Engine 5. I seen someone make Old Yarnum in Unreal Engine 5, and it looks fucking gorgeous.
Oh my god. Okay, speaking of that, have you guys seen the Bloodborne PlayStation 1 demake?
Yes.
Nope.
It looks fucking incredible, doesn't it?
It does. And did you see someone made Old Yarnum in Minecraft?
I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. Everything's made in Minecraft, you know?
Dang.
Here, see if I can show it to you, Arch, real quick.
Weird.
You don't gotta like, you don't gotta like, it's 20 minutes. You don't gotta play it, but like, just skip ahead to like somewhere in this video for like just like look at 30 seconds of it because someone just they're doing an indie project where it's Bloodborne, but it's playable on an actual PlayStation 1, and they've just like remade the game with PS1 graphics and all the mechanics are same and the maps are same, but it's just a PS1 game. You can like burn the disc and play it on your PS1.
But that's weird, though. Why would anyone want to do that?
Well, it's cool.
Demakes are popular.
Yeah, demakes are kind of becoming a thing now. Yeah.
Condemn. Disavow.
I also linked the Yarnum
Minecraft?
in Minecraft. It looks so good.
Oh man, that looks wild. That looks fucking wild.
It does. No, Bloodborne was never a PC game. If it was, I wouldn't stop playing it.
Ricochet says, did you ever get to have a look at the Alien RPG? Only very, very briefly. Very, very briefly, so I don't know much about it. Boog, Dev reminds us all what month it is by being late.
How is that related to anything?
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. It's a very Boog joke. Wyatt, when Arch gets here, everyone shame him. Nobody shame him. Dev, you should watch the entirety of My Little Pony. That way Boog won't bully you as much.
I've watched a fair bit of it.
That's quite the admission there, chat. Attack him for it.
I was a brony back in the day, man.
Oh god, that's a bigger admission. Attack him
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
It's one thing after another.
I actually have an old Fluttershy shirt that I ended up giving to my girlfriend because I didn't wear it anymore, and she wanted it.
Jeez.
That's pretty bad, Dev. And Fluttershy, too. That's the worst pony by far.
Are you fucking kidding me, Arch?
No, definitely worst pony.
Okay, who's the best?
Derpy.
Okay. Of the main 6.
The main 6 is irrelevant. Main 7, okay, at least. Starlight.
God damn it. No, I'm talking about the original 6, season 1.
Oh, fuck that. The original 6? No, 7. Come on.
Come on. No. Of the original 6, just choose.
But none of them are that great.
All right.
Out of the original 6, god damn it, that's a tough choice. No. Fluttershy is definitely at the bottom. Definitely. Bottom tier, Dev. The bottom tier.
Only because I chose her, right?
Well, no, she's kind of terrible. Pinkie Pie's funny, if nothing else, but she's retarded, so.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
It's Twilight Sparkle, because she has OCD.
Okay.
Man, that's a basic bitch answer.
It is.
Yeah, but
It is.
all the main 6 are basic bitches.
No, Applejack, tomboy. Country, tomboy.
It's
Tan
not
line.
a tomboy, it's a horse.
Tomboy, tan lines, if human.
Tan lines.
Also, she ended
where
up being a
would the-
lesbian by the end.
Where would the pony have tan lines?
I said if human.
If human. Yeah, but not if horse. See, I thought I'd like Rainbow Dash, because that's more tomboy, but no, Rainbow Dash is boring. I hate Rainbow Dash.
No, Rainbow Dash is just a lesbian on Adderall.
There you go.
Yep. It was very strange to see that by the end of the show they made the two of them get together.
What? I don't
Did
remember
they?
that part.
I never watched it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The My Little Pony show, like, it started in the era of edgelord internet, and it ended in the era of woke internet, right? So the final episode had the two of them get together. They were married.
I think you're making shit up now, Dev.
No, man.
I think you're
looks
making
like
shit
you
up
have
now,
to
Dev.
research for your
Service guarantees
MLP
citizenship.
Smasher Pass.
I'm pretty sure Dev is making shit up right now.
I'm definitely not making shit up.
Zero says, what time do your shop employees have to start? Whatever I tell them to. Wyatt, late and gay. It is life. Sir Florida Man becomes a member, and Deans has been member for 3 months. Dev is late. Time to take away eating privileges. That would be good. He would become smaller from that. Red Fox Moon, kick Dev. Punish Dev for being late. Replace Dev with real woman. We're working on it. Zero's been a member for 7 months. Thank you very much for your continued support, sir. Great to see you all, finally, but best of luck with the move, Dev. Lumi, it's great to see you. And Arch, nice to... How do you do? Ban. Sean King, Dev, I'm still finishing the miniatures and will send them to you once your new P.O. box opens.
Oh, no.
Burn Burnson, porn is allowed, likes are private now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, if you're into some really degenerate shit, nobody will find out. Until they make the likes public again, then people will just scroll through your account, like, let's see. Adherent of Lady Columbia. I respect parental supervision as much as government anti-bloat. How about parents snap up and zip their mouths before flapping it like they're better? Because parents are dumb and shit today. That's why. Like, children don't respect their parents anymore. Like, because they don't scare children anymore. A parent should scare their child. They should live in eternal fear of the wrath of those who birthed them. Deans, the problem with porn is the internet. Everything was fine when your only source was dirty magazines. Now we have literal
Service
8-year-olds all
guaranteed
watching it online. Yeah, How do you check that a child isn't watching porn? Well, you ask a question like, when were you born? 1901. I'm like, okay, go ahead. But the only solution to that problem would be to please hold up your social media, your social security card to the camera, please. Cuban922 says Dev is trying to become the next Gunt with his drama farming. Also, Art, check out Forever Winter. It's got a great art style and interesting gameplay. But Dev is probably not going to develop gunt, though, because he mostly just eats. He doesn't drink that much. Do you, Dev?
Nope. And also, I'm losing weight. I'm down 15 pounds. It's happening, finally.
Dean's player sexual characters are garbage. Bring back racial and gender preferences. But if I want to bang a character, I don't want to look up their wiki first to see what their likes are. Elsie Sorana, pansexual equals desperate with no standards.
Yes.
Glow in the Dark, Arch, straight. His side chick Kibbs would be surprised, or is that just a passing fancy? With Dev, you got two LGBTI people. Him breaking chairs proves it.
But
Kibbs
how is
would
the
be
chairs thing related? Okay, whatever.
But the, pet femboy Kibbs is certainly a dent in my straight credentials, it's true.
I mean, first you're pet commie and now you're pet femboy. You're putting gaping holes in your armor there, Dev. Not Dev. Arch.
Yeah, Dev.
Yeah. Kibbs isn't my pet femboy.
And the best part is, I created both of them. I made Breed Kibbs a meme. I made Commie Dev a meme.
You made Commie Dev a meme. I still need to know who Kibbs is. I followed their channel. I just need to actually consume content.
Kibbs is a man that pretends to be a woman on the internet for money. It's pretty simple, really.
Pretty simple.
You mean about 50% of quote-unquote women VTubers with voice changers?
Pretty much. Marksman of 117B, you can invite Rosa's friend Jazz. Black representation go up. I don't know, I'm here with two gays. I think we've got all the representation we need.
Jazz is a good guy.
Jazz is great. I love Jazz. I was on their podcast a few months back.
If Dev approves, then I'm definitely wary.
No. Jazz is great. Jazz is... He is the light in the dark. Pun intended.
Subject Noble. Hey guys, have you heard about the city of Silver Lake? CA got rid of U-turn signs because they're anti-gay. Also, look up councilperson Mabe, a girl. I did see that. Yes, I did. The no U-turn signs were removed because they were anti-gay. I don't know the logic behind this.
Oh, I actually seen some insight on this. Apparently in the 70s, the no U-turn thing, and I think it was no cruising. It was supposed to keep gay people from going to the bars there, or whatever. I don't know. I gotta look at more shit about it. But apparently there was a reason for it in the 70s, and now they're just finally getting around to getting rid of the signs. But granted, it's California. What do we know? And more car crashes will happen in result.
Also, of course, they would make a big thing out of it, right? Even if that was the reason, they'd be like, "Oh my God, we now need a ceremony to celebrate the fact that it's coming down." It's like, okay, just take the sign down.
Oh yeah, speaking of California and stuff, there's this congressman, whatever. He was trying to bring up a proposal to strike down the sanctuary state status for pedos in California, and every single Democrat said no. It's so stupid. And it's like, why though? Every single Democrat said no to striking down that bill.
Yeah, of course.
Or rule or whatever.
Let's see here.
Nightmare says,
California.
question. What's Dev's favorite rating system? Peggy?
I get it. Da-da-da-da-da.
Lumi, have you seen Dev's giant horse cock yet?
What? No.
That might be misconstrued, but we're talking about a plastic variety that he purchased for himself.
No! Someone bought me one of those giant bad
Heresy's
dragon
the
huge
question.
horse dicks
Fire
like
is the
5 years
answer.
ago as a meme and sent it to my P.O. box.
I have seen so many people get sent like those ginormous funny fake cocks over the
Yep.
years. Didn't iDubbbz get one? I guess you got one.
Heresy's the
Filthy
question.
Frank got one.
Fire is the answer.
A bunch of people got one.
I found it. I found what you're talking about. A California state senator fighting to throw pedophiles into prison for longer has blasted progressive members of her own party for trying to water down the new law, declaring, "I'm done with us." Oh my god, her name was Eggman. She's out here stealing Chaos Emeralds, dude. Okay. Let's see. Lawmakers were weighing legislation that would make it a felony to purchase or solicit a minor for commercial sex in the Golden State.
Hold on. Hold a second there. Is soliciting a minor for sex not illegal?
It is, but it's not a felony.
It's
a misdemeanor.
See?
And basically, all the other progressives in the state senate disagreed with making it a felony. So this person came out and said, "I'd like to say, as a progressive, proud member of this body for the last 12 years, I'm done. I'm done with us protecting people who would buy and abuse our children. I'm done."
Oh no, this is something else. This is more recent. It's from the Communist Spy app, but it's still something because he's the one that posted it. His name is Bill Asil. I don't know. But he forced a vote on it, and all the Democrats said, "No, we're not going to strike this down."
Yep. It seems like they've done this now multiple times.
Yeah. If anyone who lives in California, run. I'm sorry for any exit taxes that you have to pay. Because
Wow.
apparently in...
Wait,
in-
they're doing this consistently. Like, here's something from 2023. California Democrats resisted a child trafficking bill until they couldn't.
Well, where are they going to get their children from if they can't
Service
traffic
guarantees
them?
citizenship.
Zedekiah, apostate from free speech like Jeff and Stephen should be culturally enriched by Muslims. Cruel. Condemn. Sindus, Dev, I regret watching your big and stinky video.
I don't regret you watching it.
Dev's dive into foot fetishism. Desert
Stop
hamster.
pushing your kinks onto me, Dev.
It's not my kinks.
The Christian fanatics were right. I say that as an atheist. I mean, certain things. Burnson, if every character was gay, next they want everyone gay and black and disabled and trans and map and Witcher. Yeah, no, correct. They would simply just keep going. That is the entire point of progressivism, is to keep going.
I mean, look at D&D now. They have elf magic user in a wheelchair.
I mean, you could at least just put them on a magic carpet. That'd make more sense.
Yeah.
Gabriel Nartier, true communism is always one mass extinction away, or one eating hour from being completed. Counterstructure, Arch, whatever happened to your chibi history videos channel? Still in... I've actually got a couple of videos even produced for it. I'm just like, history channels are doing worse and worse right now. Maybe I should do something cringe instead, so...
Oh, wow. As of today, Star Wars The Acolyte has a lower review score on Rotten Tomatoes than Star Wars The Holiday Special. It finally happened for the first time.
What does it hit now? It's at 16% at the moment.
Yeah, Star Wars Holiday Special is at 21%. They did it. What an achievement.
16%?
You've made something... You've made something worse than the Star Wars Holiday Special.
You know, the worst part is, the Star Wars Holiday Special, if it came out today, we'd look at it, we'd shrug and be like, okay, that was dumb, but at least it was Star Wars. Wolfsbane. And then there's Perfect Dark. Not as bad as Fable's character model, but not nearly as beautiful as she was in the OG series. She has a mannish jawline. Yes, she does. Toxic Mix. What bothers me more about new DA is all the Q-bait conversation has distracted everyone from how stripped down, bland, and uninspired the game looks compared to prior titles. Also, Dev is a commie. Correct.
Oh.
John Rogers. Dev, I love your philosophy videos. So would you ever do one on the morality of orc bathing, or why women on their periods can never work together?
I don't know. I have to think about it, I guess.
Yeah, put two women in a room and you've got drama.
I mean, true. True.
Local Raven. Who's to say they're putting less attractive women in because someone in marketing said if they're too hot, girls will get judgy and not buy the game, and everyone's too afraid to say otherwise? Well, I mean, this is sort of kind of true.
I'll
They're not buying the game anyway, though.
Yeah, they're too fucking poor to buy the game because they're jobless.
Oh, attractive women can always get a job.
Oh no, but the ones that are gonna get insecure because a female video game character is more attractive than them. They refuse to get a real job, or they're too frumpy to make any money off of OnlyFans.
That reminds me that during the whole COVID era, there was an article about some British woman, and she was, mid 6.5 maybe. And the article are like, I opened an OnlyFans account and I still don't earn enough money to pay rent. It's like, bitch. Just because you took a picture of your asshole doesn't mean that you'll get thousands of dollars. That's not how this works. Do you have any idea how oversaturated the internet is with assholes at this point?
Yeah, and it's like, why do you think OnlyFans whores go to fucking Twitch? Because, they try to court younger men into going over there because they're too ugly compared to actual successful cam models.
Well, yeah, that's also why they do crazier and crazier things. That's why. I mean, it's literally the Lady Gaga thing, right? How they become popular by wearing ridiculous dresses. That's what's happening in the ethos sphere now. Like the entire, hot tub meta thing and whatever they're on fucking now. It is all a giant competition to do crazier and crazier shit to be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hold on. There was a recent thing. See if I can find it. Where a woman decided to stream games onto her ass.
I remember this. This is like 4 or 5 months ago. That was Morgue Pie.
Yep.
How do you know their names, Dev?
I know her name because. So here, I'll give you the ass first of all.
Morgue Pie is the one that started the topless meta on Twitch as well, where her nipples are just right off of camera view.
Right off the camera, yeah. So she did Yeah. So here, Arch. Here's the screenshot if you want it. Well, here's Morgue Pie streaming with her ass, where the ass is green screen. That's where the game is.
If nothing else, she's an innovator, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then here's Morgue Pie doing the topless meta, where basically she just went naked, but the camera cut off right there, and that was her stream. And she would jiggle around a bit. The reason I know who Morgue Pie is because back during the super mega cancellation of last summer, which was another Chugga Conroy style story of
citizenship.
A YouTuber with a very progressive audience basically getting eaten alive by their audience due to false sex pest and rape allegations. One of the secondary accusers that came out to attach their claims to the primary accuser, which actually had some logs, was Morgue Pie. And she basically just came out and said, I think it was Matt of the Super Mega, was it Matt or I don't remember, one of the Super Mega guys, basically had sex with her and ghosted her and was mean about it. Not even that he raped her. I don't even think she said that. It's that he talked his way into her pants and then ghosted her.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. So she thought he should be canceled over this. And I'm just like, that's fucking ridiculous. It sucks that it happened to you, but it's fucking ridiculous. You don't try to destroy a man's career and get his channel taken down because he didn't call you back after you fucked him.
Yeah. Oh, Twitch changed the rules because of this? Heck, it's like Twitch didn't even change their rules because of Morgue Pie. They would have just left it the exact same way. the reason why they changed their rules is because VTubers started doing the same thing. And, you know, those 2D degenerate women, oh no, that's too far. The fake women, in more ways than fucking one, are doing it, so now they got to change the
Service
rules.
guarantees citizenship.
Yeah, it's because VTubers are objectifying, anime is objectifying because they're not real women. But real women are empowering because they're actually choosing to do the thing.
Yep.
That's the difference.
I don't need. Okay, Twitch just needs to embrace this shit now. It's dumb. Like, you are a platform for thoughts. That's what you are. Just accept it. Just embrace it. They want to stream in their fucking bathtubs. Go ahead.
Oh, also, chat, if for some reason you're actually interested in Morg Pie, she also does hardcore porn on Pornhub. Go over there, have fun.
Dev.
Which, by the way, makes it ridiculous to me that she's out here, like, you can see her getting fucking gangbanged on Pornhub. And then when she goes to cancel the Super Mega guy, she's acting like this violated flower. And I'm like, dude, you consented to having sex with a guy, which is what you do as a job. And you're going to cancel because he didn't call you back. Like, she's actually a disgusting fucking person.
That is the sensibilities of a whore, Dev.
Yep.
Dev, you spend too much time looking into thoughts.
Hey, listen, it turns into content, man. Like, my Super Mega video did very well. My Skullgirls video did very well. My Cheryl Conroy video, very well. All right? All my deep dives into these e-thoughts canceling dudes, they all have actually worked out pretty well. And also, they've contributed to the backlash against these terrible people, so I'm happy to do my part.
Dev sits there, staring at Pornhub, thinking to himself, I am doing my part.
It's research, Arch.
It's research.
Oh yeah, someone in chat pointed this out. Yeah, they're right. This is just like the whole Amaranth thing.
Which one? She's had many.
Lying about her husband beating her and stuff and forcing her to do cam girl shit.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's true. Like, so she's still with him, by the way. That was, what, 6 months ago, a year ago? She was, like, on screen crying and getting tons of super chats for it. She was on screen being like, my husband has made me do all these lewd things over the years. I don't actually want to have this
Service
career. And she's, like,
guarantees
crying and, like,
citizenship.
calling him up on the cell phone and, like, yelling at him while live. You know, they're still together. She's still doing it. That was just a way for her to make money.
And
all
people still
fucking
watch. At that point, it's just an IQ test.
And what was it? Her or which other Twitch whore was making alcohol with her vaginal yeast?
Oh god, I don't know about that.
I can smell that. I can. The moment you say that, I'm like, there it is.
I think it was Amaranth.
What a rich
Which
bouquet.
star making? Who is this? Yep, it's Amaranth. Amaranth made vaginal yeast alcohol.
I hate you,
Yep.
Dev.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
She started selling vaginal yeast beer.
But it's like, okay, Belle Delphine got in trouble with PayPal and stuff with trying to ship her bath water. Why is vaginal yeast alcohol any better? That's, if anything, that's fucking worse.
Well,
I recall.
no, okay, I can make a value argument here. I think the bathwater is worse because it's less labor.
Fair enough.
And it's like, at least Belle Delphine, I'm sorry, she's cuter than Amaranth. She's better to look at than Amaranth.
That's true. And she has porn out there too.
She does. She's fucking hot. She even took pictures of herself and the sex doll that's made after her.
Oh man, that was weird.
It was weird.
It's like, hey, you want to have a threesome with me and my sex doll? It's so fucking strange.
I mean, but she also made funny shit posts with it too. It's like, you can't trust anyone, not even yourself, and holding a water gun up to the sex doll. No, she didn't get banned off of Twitter. She's still on Twitter. I know she had a shit ton of, like, she was in the red for PayPal for, like, what, $4,000? Because of the bathwater stuff.
Yeah, I saw that recently. She revealed on a podcast recently that the Gamer Girl bathwater and Gamer Girl pee stunts, they actually cost her money because she wasn't allowed to, like, keep the profits of it because the payment processor objected. So she just sent it out herself and just ate the cost.
Yep.
And then, if you want to go back even farther, there was that era in like the mid 2010s. We had like a bunch of feminists who were making bread with their vaginal yeast.
There's one on TikTok that is currently doing that, but with cinnamon rolls. And she's like, "Man, what's this weird white stuff on my mouth? Apparently, you get it from vaginal yeast, but that can't be it. I'm gonna try making something else with it." And then got the white tongue again. She's like, "It can't be it." And it's like, "Girl, please stop."
Fuck. And there was one more thing that was kind of related to this, all this nonsense.
Oh, it wasn't $4,000. It was $90,000. She was in the red
Oh
on
my
PayPal.
God. Jesus, that's wild. That ain't worth
every
it, man.
time, each time you break TOS, you get a $2,500 penalty.
Fuck.
Yeah, hold on. Here for Twitter.
There you go. There's the e-thought lore.
Yeah, PayPal closed her account, took the $90,000 that I earned from selling the bathwater.
Glow in the
Jesus.
Dark says, lucky for men, women don't mind dating non-handsome men. They even chase after bears or Dev. Then again, Dev is the bottom, but he has a diaper fetish. What the fuck?
Stop making shit up.
Nightmare. Ugly Mary Jane is based on the game's Ugly Writer. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep, it is.
I've heard that, and they look kind of alike, but I also watched the video of the model actually get photographed for her face to be scanned in. So it's like they did actually scan the model they used for the first game. It's just that something fucked up.
Noah Sprong Studios show the Star Wars Outlaw character model to Matt Damon from Team America. It's uncanny. ShadowFox2300, it seems that when it comes to female characters, they want to enhance the flaws, which seems it's a way to what they think is leveling the playing field for females.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the only way to level the playing field for females is to ban makeup. There you go. Marked Ashamed. What is a chat summary? I don't fucking know. Do you have a chat summary?
Chat summary. Okay, so what YouTube wants to do now is on your live streams, they want to add like a chat summary made via AI, where it's like, okay, this is a live stream and this is what the chat was talking about. So it's like, okay, chat can have their own conversation unrelated to your live stream. And then it'll be like, oh, this live stream was about this according to chat or whatever. They could be talking about the most degen fucking shit, and it's like, oh, they were talking about fucking femboys, diaper fetishes, and pegging. And it's like, what? So
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
Trying to give a TLDR on the stream, basically, to see if people are interested in watching the VOD.
Dragon Soup. Woke game devs make female characters ugly, so IRL motherfuckers don't feel sad. Glow in the Dark. Lefty counter-argument. What is feminine? What is masculine? Who made you the judge? Blah, blah, blah. Anti-nomadic rhetoric. My pee-pee made me the judge of what is and is not attractive.
Arch, what does your PP say about Taftash?
No.
Explain.
That was a delayed no. That was a
delayed no. Yep, we knew it. We know.
Because I scan from top to bottom, and I reach the hip area and go, penis, no.
But where is it, Arch? And that's in that one picture that you didn't show.
It's there, Dev.
Where? I can't see it.
Dev, there's a man in your house right now. You can't see him. That's about how I feel about the penis I can't see.
It's lurking around the corner, everywhere.
If you go into a room full of women, how can you tell if at least one of them has a penis if you're just looking from far enough away?
Well,
which woman has the penis? Pick it out.
Judging by right now, whichever one is prettiest is the one you avoid. Otherwise, you can always apply the Trumpian test, I guess.
What's that?
And grab them.
No, don't.
Grab them by the pussy.
There you go. If you find a handlebar, go away. Cthulhu. Everything stems from using a male frame for both genders. Females have a different skeleton and posture, not just change in sliders. Game devs are lazy. Well, that too. Mark Ashamed, new Furry Crusade video is out. Avenge me, brother. Avenge me. There's far too many furries in my chat too. Deans, people who own smart homes deserve to be locked out of their houses for being dumb enough to buy a smart home.
Yes, agreed.
Alex Adamson, she's back, half an hour behind, so I'll be on 1.25 speed for a while. Arch, could you put my supers for the last D&D stream to Witcher fund? Yes, if you can remind me of how much it was, because I'm far too lazy to go back and check.
Witcher. What's that now?
Oh, the chat wanted me to play The Witcher 3. I don't want to play The Witcher 3, so I told them $5,000. They're currently working on it.
Jesus.
Lord Commissar Spartan, I am late. Greetings, Arch. Greetings, communists. Greeting, fish. Warturkfy, smarter the home, dumber the owner. Yeah, that's probably an inevitable consequence. Roster O, Arch, tell Dev to watch the Killer Bean movie. He'd probably get hungry.
Yeah, I've had a
halfway
few
through.
super chats going about the Killer Bean movie here and there. I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. Is there a movie for the Killer
Heresy's
Bean?
the question. Fire is the answer.
Presumably.
Okay.
Marked ashamed. I use they, them as a derogatory term, i.e. Disney.
Yeah, there was a Killer Bean movie made in 2008.
Oh, okay.
Toxic Mix. At my job, we had a training about a recent change for identifying terms for a certain disability. Strange, since I have this disability and nobody asked me if I wanted any terms changed. Well, I'm
my God.
sorry.
So-
Instructions come from far above your level.
Someone in the chat said, assume that all women have penises until proven otherwise.
You'll be
And
pleasantly surprised.
Just to be safe, don't be attracted to any woman until you know she doesn't have a penis. Otherwise, you're gay.
See, I myself, we need to go back to the Greek idea, okay? Men are for love, women are for procreation.
So are you sure that you're not in any way bi, Arch?
No, I'm Greek. There's a difference.
Oh. Okay.
Sean King, I had to do a bunch of online DEI modules before I could do my placement in college. I knew their BS, so I got 100% on it. Yeah, if you just reverse engineer their logic, you'll be doing just fine. Dean's celebrating black culture. Nicki Minaj holding a pink gun. Ha 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 ha. Yes. I mean, holding a gun. Like, okay, right, so what's a bad stereotype about black people? Well, they're all criminals. Okay. How do we represent that? I don't know, holding a weapon, maybe? Okay, so how do we avoid that? Make it pink. Okie dokie. I suppose. No one says, if the left have their way, the Nazis just have to get a Palestinian flag. They do have a place for everyone. Yes, they need to play a little bit correct identity politics.
Oh my God. Okay, so when I was like doing some Israel-Palestine research, I watched like a video, and it was like a black guy
Service
who was very
guarantees
clearly part of
citizenship.
Antifa based on how he dressed, and he was like at a protest, and he was speaking, and he was talking to like this crowd of like young leftist revolutionaries, and he said something
Service
like
guarantees
it was something
citizenship.
like, as soon as we manage to dismantle Israel, finally, we will have struck the first blow against international capitalism. And I'm sitting here like, you do sound like an actual real Nazi from back in the day, Like an actual 1938 era Nazi. You're saying the exact same fucking thing.
Well, good luck
Service
with
guarantees
defeating
citizenship.
Israel, I guess. That's a tough first boss, honestly, on the road to defeating international capitalism, in my opinion. A rather tough boss.
It's Dark
Heresy's
Souls.
the question.
Jordan
Fire
L.
is the
Bobby
answer.
Kotick appreciated the form of miners, and Johanna Ferris, his replacement, is a diversity hire. Let World of Warcraft become a mobile app and fail. WBS. Piril, the gate is shut. Placating to emotional terrorism ends now. Thank you very much. That's my sponsor. I'm selling shirts. Buy them too. We have shirts. Shirts are good. There we go. We'll bring that. We'll cover whatever this Ethot's name was his tits with the banner. That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, wait, Arch, why is Morg Pie's ass still on the screen?
I haven't had anything to replace it with so far. Busy reading Super Chats. It's there. Gabriel not here. Brianna is the one with the non-zero KD ratio. Damn.
No. That's Zoe.
Okay, non-zero KD.
Zoe did bully a guy to suicide. Brianna did not.
What the fuck?
Would you extend
You
the
know
bridge
about that
to Zoe Quinn?
No, I don't pay attention to leftist women because they give me a headache.
Service guarantees citizenship.
You know who Zoe Quinn is, though?
Yes, I unfortunately know who Zoe Quinn is.
Yeah, and you know about the basic Gamergate story of the cheating and the
Yeah.
sex for favors, the collusion.
Service
Yeah.
guarantees
Okay.
citizenship.
Yeah.
She did a bunch of nonsense in between Gamergate and 2019.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't really relevant, but she came back. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, she came back in 2019 because she was running out of being relevant. She came back to accuse a very lefty fellow named Alec Holowaka, an indie game dev who made the game Night in the Woods. A very lefty game, but it was for what it was well made, and people seemed to like it. He seemed to have like a burgeoning career. She came back to accuse him of sexual abuse from when they were dating, like in 2012 or something, from way back in the day. And she made this accusation with no fucking proof on Twitter, but she's Zoe Quinn. She's clouded up. Alec Holowaka was basically let go. She was completely let go, or he was completely let go from the company he founded, because there was some he took investment money or something, so he didn't really own it anymore, and so he was booted out. He lost all of his commercial connections, and he ended up killing himself a few weeks later. Now it came out a year later that it was all fake.
Guarantees
Zoe Quinn made it all up,
citizenship.
but the guy's still dead. And to really rub salt in the wound, even though the guy has now been dead for 5 years, if he was alive, he'd be rubbing
Heresy's the
salt in the wound.
question. Fire is the answer.
Alec Holowaka's surviving family members, principally his sister, inherited everything that he had, all the profits from the game that blew up, Night in the Woods. So she got a big fat stack of money out of this. And then she took that money and founded Sweet Baby Inc. with it.
What?
Yep. She founded Sweet Baby Inc. with it. And then she ended up hiring a bunch of... I don't think Zoe herself is part of Sweet Baby Inc., but a whole bunch of Zoe Quinn's associates are a part of Sweet Baby Inc. And now that's causing some of the
Funded,
problems that we're seeing
not
right now.
founded, I think you mean.
Yeah, funded, yes.
Yes, because they were part of Gentle Ghosts or whatever.
Yeah, the
Baby
parent
Ghost?
company.
Baby
Yeah,
Ghosts,
Baby Ghost,
yes.
the parent company. Yeah. So, yeah, Zoe Quinn bullies a guy to death. Guy kills himself. Money that he left behind is used to create Sweet Baby Inc., which then goes on to employ Zoe's friends. This is like a terrible group of people. And they're still ruining gaming. Like, terrible fucking group of people.
I say this with all the anger and hate in my heart towards these women. I hope you get hit with a brick by God.
Oh, well, sorry about that, because Zoe Quinn is not a woman anymore.
I hope she gets hit in the head with a brick by God.
Yeah, I think we all do.
What a fucking... I don't know if I can say the funny little C word here. But Jesus fucking Christ. She needs to burn in fucking hell.
Yeah, it's pretty
Grumpy.
bad. It's pretty bad.
Shadowfox 2300. We can't ever forget she was one of the original snakes that introduced this poison into the bloodstream of this country. Remember to open one hand and have a weapon in the other. Yeah, old Dev. Redbridge. Deans, Latinx is one of the few slurs you can say on YouTube. That and Laplander. Also Witcher for this and my previous super chats. Summarize, you little fucker. God. You people are getting
Oh
me
my
very
God.
close to saying the N-word.
$5 just came in just with penis cat. That's an old meme. Penis
Yeah.
cat. That's like Lilith's old nickname from way back in the day.
Penis cat?
You remember that shit?
No. How the fuck should I remember that shit?
Listen, when Lilith was actually like had enough time to be on podcasts and be around, like you were there for it. You remember Penis Cat?
No?
Oh, well, it's because she ran around dressed as like a cat girl all the time, and she has a dick, so Penis Cat.
Well, I gathered that much, Dev. I just don't think I was there.
Okay, okay.
Thomas says, hey, I have a friend who would beat me like a rug if I dared to call them Latinx. They would rather call them beans and tacos.
Yes.
Boog's been a member for 5 months. Art, I really like this new Frida Kahlo
Here's the
VTuber guest
question.
host. Please keep
Fire
her.
is the
Feed
answer.
with tamelas and pozole. Saludos des Mexico.
What the fuck did you just say, Arch?
I don't know, tamales and pozole?
Tamales, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And I fucking love tamales. There's my favorite are the steak. I love steak. But also, like, dear God, your pronunciation of things hurts my soul.
I
Ooh,
don't
mine
know
are
what
arches.
these fucking savage
Arches!
things are.
I mean, better than this one woman that came into a store that I worked at. She was like, "Hey, where's your tortillas?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, that's how I would pronounce
Tortillas?
this too. Tortillas.
Why are you the way you
Tortillas.
are?"
Yeah, tortilla.
Tortillas.
Tortillas. No, tortilla. The letters are clearly there.
Tortillas! Arch!
No, I'm Googling it right now. Tortilla.
I am going to beat you with a rock.
Tortilla. Tortilla.
Tortilla!
Hey, wait, what is that cinnamon dessert from Mexican cuisine? What are those called again?
Fucking... Fuck!
Oh, churros.
Churros are good.
Yeah, they're really good. Covered in cinnamon. You dip them in like a chocolate sauce or an icing or something.
Yes.
This all seems like some
Ye-
savage food to me.
As Sargon would say, it's slop food.
Ah, slop food. Disgusting.
Hey, Mexican street food is like some of the best that you will ever fucking get, though. Will your asshole hate you when you're on the toilet? Yes, but it's good in the moment.
A simple fact is that food should never touch. If there are different ingredients on the plate, they should be separate.
I mean,
do you
you
want to
haven't
just like
you
So,
haven't lived
Arch.
until you've had corn in a cup.
listen, Arch? You don't want to eat bread, right? You just want to eat like the constituent parts, the flour and the sugar. You're just gonna eat that shit separately, basically.
If it's solidified, it's acceptable, but nothing should be floating. That's really bad. Anything
So
liquid.
you don't eat
Loud?
soup.
Yeah,
You
no
don't
soup?
eat soup then.
God, no. Soup is disgusting.
Okay, someone give me access to Arch's channels. He no longer deserves to have this platform.
Gabriel Latia, it was never about advocating for minorities. It was always about the power that comes with I speak for this group. Yes. Not all Thaddeus. Remember that early case of this when Looney Tunes got rid of Speedy Gonzales since he was offensive to Mexicans, and the most outspoken and
Harrison's
outraged
question.
fans
Fire
calling
is
for
the
him to come
answer.
back were Mexicans? Yes. Zero Firewater. Dev, stop with your diaper pegging orgy and come to the stream. Yeah, Dev.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I'm here.
So that's what you were up to earlier. I see.
Actually, we're getting close to 8 p.m., so it's time for me to go. I have to
Dev.
abandon you, Arch.
You already
It'll be okay,
streamed
though.
today. You have infinite time.
That's why I don't have time. I spent like 4.5 hours on my own stream, and now I spent something like almost 4 on yours, it's time for me to go.
Your time is our time, though, Dev.
Service guarantees
Oh.
citizenship.
Oh. Nope. I'll see you next time, all right?
That's fine,
All
Dev.
right, see you later,
Lumi's a
Dev.
better woman than what you'll ever be anyways. Communist.
I'd hope so.
I fucking hope so.